you want to start with them on or introduce them?
That's what I'm saying. If I don't have to.
All right, everyone, welcome to another edition of the Bullyzone podcast. It's a special episode because today, like we do with the other big WWE pay-per-views, we are broadcasting a viewing party of SummerSlam 2018. You know me, I'm Austin Largo.
It's your boy Lance Winters, baby, and we're joined by none other than your boy.
Bad Billy Bonds.
That's right. So how you been, dude?
Healing, but chilling. Can't complain. Not too much anyway.
That's good. That's good. What have you been up to this week? You been at any good shows?
Well, we went to Ground Zero Pro last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was all right. They run a pretty good show. They're very legit sports combat oriented. It's like being at a MMA or a fight night. It's got that big fight feel. So
it's a little different than the traditional wrestling shows
you
go to.
Yep.
Good to hear. We have Dean Ambrose coming in the first round. How do you feel about this guy, dude? He came back lean, mean, and looking like Dean Machine.
He's looking like a boy. For everyone out there, make sure you tune into WWE Network. Start watching SummerSlam with us. We can't put it up on the screen, but you got your own screen, so get your phones ready to watch us. Get your tablets ready to watch SummerSlam. Yeah, it's a big process. If you have an office,
it was tough
breaking
enough
office.
for him to say it. I mean,
yeah, you really need a two-screen setup for this.
And if you want to make it easier upon yourself, just come on down to the Next Level Sports Complex. We got snacks, we got drinks, we got a big screen TV, we got the fireball about to crack open. We always let our guests crack open the bottles. So if you like do the honors of opening, I'd love to get my drink on. Billy Bonds, ladies and gentlemen.
Billy Bonds with the honor. Billy Bonds, I must say that's a cool looking shirt you got on today.
You like that, huh?
I do like that.
Just this whole thing, just something I threw on,
It's found it,
Hey, I gotta say something. You mentioned Mr. Ambrose there, and he definitely came back jacked, but I don't know if it's because he's all traps or what, but who told him to start walking like this? Watch him closely. I mean, it could be that he's just that big here, but it looks to me like he's shrugging his shoulders.
I don't know. When you get the traps going, you want to show that off, so you walk around like that.
Got it.
His head's been shoved so far up someone's ass.
That could very well be it.
What's going on, Fred Gabriel? What's going on, Joey the Bull? What's going on, Heidi? You're looking beautiful today. We got Austin here. We got Charles watching. We're here in the Bully Zone. You can clearly see Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins entering the ring. First match. You can only assume it's going to be a tag team match with some belts on the line.
Hey, my brother Tim's watching. How's it going, bro?
What's going on, Tim?
You got a brother?
Yeah.
Why am I just finding this out?
If you saw us together, you would, there'd be no doubt. we're not twins, but it's frighteningly close enough.
I feel sorry for your mother, but what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
We got my boy Dolph Ziggler coming out right now. You know, he's putting his title on the line.
What's on the menu for food, Fred Gabriel? We have nachos with beans. We have rice and beans. We have beans under these popcorn. So come and get your fill, kid. But you can have some Fireball too.
We brought some fried chicken.
Fried chicken's on the menu. Your boy's out. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
hey, this dude here. I hate to interrupt you, but Drew McIntyre, dude, is a beast.
Oh yes, he's just phenomenal in his form. He didn't used to be so big.
Right.
You know, I remember when he first came out.
It's funny how those guys, you know, they kind of duck out for a bit, and then suddenly they come back, and they're just all, you know.
Remember me?
Hey, you know,
protein,
that's the
protein and amino acids.
Protein and no drug testing.
Right, yeah.
That's the magic key.
Amino acids, like I said.
Beans are disgusting. Of course they are. I'm just luring you in. I'm bullying you, boss. We got fried chicken. We got pizza. We got popcorn. We got nachos. We got chips, soda, candy. We got anything your little heart desires. We got SummerSlam, which is more important. So come on down. We're looking at the German announce table. Smooth as ever. Can never pronounce their names, but they always look nice. Wearing those nice suits.
Yeah, it's taken after the Bully Zone.
Got to remember to talk and not just watch, right?
Talk and watch.
Part of the job, right?
Yeah, it's hard to focus on the wrestling we got going to hand. We got independent wrestling going on behind the table.
We got all kinds of rumors out there about what's going on with Ambrose. So what do we got any thoughts? Heel turn or help Seth all the way? What are we feeling?
I say he's just a factor. I think him and McIntyre get thrown out, and then that leads to Dolph Ziggler roll up probably. You know, distract Seth. Classic bad boy maneuver.
You got Ziggler.
I got Ziggler. I wish I had my Ziggler shirt on today.
Tim's asking what the main event is. It's Brock and
Roman.
Brock and Roman, part 62.
Ugh. But on the SmackDown side of things, you'll have AJ Styles going against Samoa Joe.
Joey's got a message for you there, Lance.
Yeah, Joey.
You're about to get your ass kicked. Well, trust me, Joey, I'll hear you coming up those stairs, and I'll be long gone before you can put hands on me. But feel free to have a drink from this this wall of youth.
Hey, Joey, I ain't saying anything, but somebody said that I got up the stairs faster with my one leg than you can.
So, you know what he's insinuating, you know? If you want to get to me, you're going to have to get past Billy Bonds. So we got Seth Rollins, we got Dolph Ziggler. They're locking up. And so I'm thinking maybe Dean's going to go a little dirty.
On whose behalf, though? Well, dirty, you must mean turning on his boy there.
Oh, yeah, I think
he's going to turn on CrossFit Jesus?
They've been crossing on each other ever since the Shield initially broke up. It's something I've learned to expect with these boys. They're all hungry. They're only one person be on the top. You know what I mean? You can't be a dual champ.
In spite of myself and my absolute despising of CrossFit, I think I'm a Rollins fan.
Rollins fans all the way?
I like Seth.
I'll give him his credit. He's probably the best competitor on the Raw brand.
Tim says he's more Raw than SmackDown. I'm actually with you, Tim, but I think you and I are like the only two people on the planet.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
Oh, yeah? You like Raw more than SmackDown?
No, I'm a SmackDown.
Raw has Brock Lesnar.
Well,
whatever brand Brock Lesnar on, you have to follow that.
And when we have time, when we don't have to cut out a bunch, I'm curious what you guys think, and we'll talk about that probably at the main event, about the whole...
Look at Tom directing the show.
About the whole Brock thing and what they're going to do and whether or not he's going to, try to dual title. You know what I'm talking about? The whole, champion. That's got my undivided...
What's going on, Destination 6? It's your boy Lance Winters over here. We're watching SummerSlam in sunny Orange County. Shout outs to Barstow, ladies and gentlemen. Destination 6 going to have their next pay-per-view. Boiling Point, September 15th. Tickets are now on sale.
Got to shout pretty loud to reach Barstow.
Oh, yeah, you got to make sure it echoes down that valley. But we're over here watching the opening match. Ziggler's doing well, giving himself a little breather. Teddy Long is over there officiating in the ring.
Right, looks like Teddy Long's illegitimate son.
Without interference, this is a classic wrestling match. I mean, you have two very good technical wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
But without interference is asking an awful lot.
What I've heard a lot, well, not heard a lot, but what I heard recently, like last night, from someone named Freddie. There's like 3 of them, so it doesn't matter which one I bring up. But he was pretty much making a point, whether you're the opening match or whether you're the last match, you know, it's your job to steal the show. And putting these 2 people in the front of the match is a hell of a way to steal.
That's a big start, yeah, and a tough act to follow.
It's in New York, Tim. Tim wants to know where.
Tim, we ain't your
It's
Google.
at the Barclays Center, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell your brother to get on Google.
Hey, don't let these guys bully you, Tim, but that's what they do. Yeah, it's at the Barclays Center in New York.
Well, no, that's SummerSlam. He was asking where the Summer's lamp is.
He corrected it.
So I like Rollins' 1 gold boot. It kind of makes me think of an ending that might happen. Might bring back, you never know.
I don't like it.
But what I didn't like was that blue vest he walked in with. That was a little weird.
Right.
Yeah, he's got blue and
I'm
gold
kinda
and gray
like-
and black.
I'm kind of thinking like C-3PO with that boot. It's kind of got that.
Yeah, he looks like his, blind mother dressed him this morning. Like if it was 2 gold, boots, gold. I'm repping my gold. I love gold. I'm always on the hunt for gold, and he's kind of disappointing me. Go all the way with the gold,
Or go home with the gold.
or just stick with your,
I saw you on board the Fireball, but I didn't see anybody drink the Fireball.
I don't have a vessel. I think he's got it going.
I've been starting it up. I'm ready for round 2.
Hey, Rob, is there cups?
Is there any a little lower?
Cups.
Shot glass.
I have glasses, but they don't have shots in them. They're not prescribed. They're just... What? Joey the Bull? I told you I'm not scared of Joey the Bull and De La, dude. They're a bunch of chumps, dude.
Uh-oh.
They can talk all this cyber trash all they want,
Let's
but
get it started. Let's get it started.
You fit in a Prius?
oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So, ladies and gentlemen, we just got word from our spy and Central Intelligence, Robert, that we do have some people entering the ring right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Tim, no, as of right now, Cena is not in this one. He's not booked anyway. I mean, you never know what can happen, but...
Yeah, like I remember SummerSlam, sorry to cut you, or WrestleMania.
Yep.
He wasn't scheduled to before him, but he ended up
Debbie
jumping out the
actually
ring.
said that exact same thing. She said that because he says he's not going to be here, don't mean he's not going to be here. But if he's not, it'll be the first time in 15 years that he hasn't made one. So we'll see.
It's so hard to... The earth is shaking, ladies and gentlemen. That's not because Rollins is hitting the floor. I think the senses are coming strong with this one Jedi.
Yeah, Joey's shaking the cameraman over in Brooklyn. Look at that
That's
shaking
not a
cam.
disturbance in the force. That's a disturbance in the structure of the building.
Yeah, there's no way to go. What's going on?
Look out. Look out.
Look it, we got everyone here.
Take some names. What's up, sons? What's going on? What's going on?
We got some meatball sandwich on the shirt.
In the house.
The popcorn, the beans are in the
Want to stand
fridge.
behind?
Hope you're so- yeah, get out of here with that shit. What are you guys doing here? You guys came to see the biggest part of the summer with us?
I'll give you something biggest part of the
It
summer.
is a hey now.
We don't need
We got the biggest belly of the summer right
Talking
here.
about peg leg.
We don't need to see your belly.
Let's go here.
Take over.
Take over.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay? Hey, Bob. All right, buddy? Hey, where's this little stroller for his leg? We're going to get him out of here. Push him down them stairs.
You guys are all gold.
Look who we brought. Look who we brought.
We brought the man himself.
What are you guys doing?
Look what the cat dragged in.
I'm not real sharp on the internet.
Wow.
Maybe you can tell me a little bit.
And I'm taking your fireball, bitch.
Hey, you know what? What is this? What is this?
It's more fireball. I'm off the clock.
Woo!
Johnny boy, how you
What
doing?
are we watching?
We
Oh,
are
Johnny
on-
boy, did you just call me boy again?
what's
Did you
going on,
call me
sir?
boy again?
What's going
We're
on,
Call
son?
me boy again.
We have an Intercontinental Championship
We are here.
match going on right now. We have some fireball that's not from Puerto Rico, just as you requested.
We're here to
And you
take
got
names.
You guys should not be
Ladies and
drinking over
gentlemen,
here.
we are
Yes, you
experiencing technical difficulties.
We are here to kick names
Like our
and take
NWO
ass.
moment.
Wait,
Listen,
that didn't sound
I
right.
just want to invite everyone out there in the Bullyzone
Shut up,
webs.
Billy.
Don't take ass, please. Don't take
Billy, shut up.
You're very disrespectful last night, just leaving me.
August 25th, right here at the Next Level Sports Complex. Next Level.
What's that? We gotta
That
go by
is
you?
Orange
Those
County
guys?
Championship Wrestling, a real wrestling show, not some mud show up the street, but we're going to be right here. Come check it out. Tickets are $15 in
Hey,
advance,
Beck,
$20 at the door. You will
some
see
cups materialize.
Mariachi Loco
I'm sorry.
wrestling against the Orange County Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Othello. You'll see La Raza vie for their recapturing of the tag team champions from Suburban Justice. You're going to see Amazing Junior. You'll see Little Cholo. You'll see Freddie Havoc over here. You'll see Freddie Helmut. You're going to see a veritable potpourri of Orange County professional wrestling stars. Do not miss out. You will even see these guys here. And if they're not careful, you get to see me bitch slap them. That's all I've got to say.
I'd pay extra for that. I mean,
And one more thing, the return of Joey the Bull as your ring announcer will be there next week on the Next Level. Bring it, baby.
One good thing Joey the Bull should.
I think ticket sales just went down after that announcement, but we'll keep the show going.
we know.
Do you
know,
want to
yeah.
holler into the microphone too?
Say, drinking some Red Bull because I heard that Red Bull makes the panties drop. I'm leaving it on that note. I'm gonna eat your fucking fried chicken now, motherfucker.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from Orange County Championship Wrestling. Just what happens when you have too many mimosas at 10 a.m. Sounds like someone's been day drinking, afternoon drinking, and
We let the hooligans in.
Crack pipe.
We let them
who
have
knows
their 5
what,
minutes,
who
but
knows what they-
we actually
Little
went from
stagnant.
10 views to 7, so you guys need to log back in.
skyrocketed
We're-
from 10 to 7.
But anyways, Orange County Championship Wrestling proclaiming Next Level. That's right, downstairs. It's going to be 6 days away.
This one's
$15 tickets. You get to see this guy, Joey Havoc.
right here.
Joey Havoc.
The two first big guys I seen when I looked to my right. Joey ruined it for you.
Try that again, Lance. What's this guy's name
So-
again? No, this guy.
So August
This guy right
25th,
here.
Disrespect my name, son?
August 25th, you can see Joey Havoc.
Wait, who?
Okay, let's try this one more time.
Can we get that right?
August 25th, Next Level Sports Complex. You will see the return of Freddie Havoc.
That's right.
And Joey, the bullshitter.
By the way, that's a nice bootleg Rolex you got there.
Thank you, boss. Got it from your mother's room.
Can always count on Havoc.
Havoc,
I don't know where my mother's been for a long time, so if you found her, please send her my way because I lost her when I was 16 years old.
Does not want to see you. And we're going into this match with a headlock. Ah!
Oh,
Freddie Havoc, ladies and gentlemen.
Havoc, pull up a seat. We have a mic over there. I want to talk to you about your
Let's hang out.
return to OCCW.
This is not a Mike's Hard Lemonade, by the way. I really am drinking some Fireball.
Well,
How you guys doing?
Good, man. It was good seeing you last night.
Good, bro. Likewise.
Little fun fact, guys. Myself, Billy Bonds, and Freddie Havoc all went to San Diego last night to attend 3 different shows.
3 different shows.
So I thought we were all going to the same space, but it turns out that was
Turns
not
out
the
we
case.
didn't want to hang out with you.
Oh no,
I hung out with him for a little while while I was drinking a glass of milk.
you were drinking a glass of milk and it was cold.
Yeah. It was,
Full glass of
which
milk.
was ironic because you're at a bar drinking milk.
But that's how you do it.
Whatever
You're
works.
staying healthy,
Whatever-
staying in
whatever
shape.
works.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Try
you
it,
got a
try it.
match to stay in shape for, so you shouldn't be. Here, let me take this from you.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, Freddie. You're making your in-ring debut at OCCW Next Level. You're taking on, I want to say, your arch rival at the moment, Freddie Helmut. So, take me into your thought process about having to get back in the ring with one of the craziest guys on the OCCW roster.
Well, the thought process for me was actually the hard part is getting out of that slump of, oh, do I want to train? Do I want to train? I've taken so much time off that, excuse me, by the way, just burp.
No problem.
I took so much time off that it's one of those things where it was like I got too comfortable not doing anything, just being lazy, being a slob, you could say. Mm-hmm. And, with so many altercations that I've had at OCCW when I decided to come back and be a ref and focus on that part and just contribute to the business, you get pushed so much, you snap, and that's exactly what happens. So now the process is as you saw it in some of my posts that I post up on my personal pages and whatnot, you saw a little glimpse of the stuff that I did in the past, that evil side, the dark side of me, where I was doing all these hardcore matches, death matches, and putting guys through hell, whipping them.
You were painted in blood, your own and theirs, you know.
So it's the process will always be, I'm there to do a job, and that's to kick his ass. And, at the end of the day, go home with my hand raised high, and triumph. But in this case situation with Freddie Helmuth, because it's so personal, it's not about who wins or who loses. It's just about how much of an ass kicking he's going to take.
If you were able to win this match and get your hand raised at the end, do you see, a permanent comeback to the ring, in-ring action? Or would you just want a one and done, kick Freddie's ass and, go back to your bread and butter of reffing?
That is a good question. Well, I've always been a person of the fans of the people. Mm-hmm. I'll let them decide. If they're happy with my performance, they're going to let me know. If they're not happy with my performance, they're going to let me know. I feel great. I took a lot of time off. So,
when was the last time you had a one-on-one match?
The last time I had a one-on-one match was well over 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago. I mean, that's not to say that I haven't had a match recently, but it wasn't a one-on-one match.
I know you had a match at
UEW?
UEW, yes. And that was a multi-man match, correct?
Yeah.
Four-way, yeah.
Yeah, I did a four-way and then I did a six-way over there. So nothing's been one-on-one, so I've been tested in a different way where you're working with 6 other guys and you're trying to defeat 6 other guys, or 4 other guys in this case.
Totally different.
So now my focus is on one guy and trying to.
And this is a man you have, a personal vendetta with. It's been multiple shows. He's just been pushing your buttons.
Well, like I said, you saw him beat me down with the kendo stick, and I'm no stranger to hardcore matches. It's my bread and butter right there. You put a kendo stick in my hand, you put a steel chair in my hand, someone's getting hit, someone's getting whooped, someone's taking as many shots as I need to go over over his head. I don't care. At that point, you want to step into this ring, you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna fucking push yourself, but at the same time, it's a matter of respect. And he doesn't respect me, he doesn't respect a lot of the boys, and it's time for me, to kind of be that voice to say, look, we've had enough of your shit.
So you're not only speaking for yourself, but sort of all the other refs that's been assaulted. Because I want to bring that up, too, since I'm happen to be next to ref Billy Bonds.
And I was going to, after Freddie was done, while this has certainly taken on a very personal, individual note for him, this started as him taking up the cause for abuse that OCCW officials were taking in just leaps and bounds. So Billy Bonds, and I think just about anybody else wearing the stripes, is probably in Mr. Havoc's corner.
Thanks, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's.
I appreciate you taking up for me and our cause in general.
That's what we do here. We take care of each other. We're always there for each other, but at the same time, it's that underdog story. A lot of people look at us as the underdogs, and it's time to show them that we can, defend ourselves when need be.
Mm-hmm. And you're doing that. You are absolutely doing that.
I think you might have started a movement, depending on how well this could play out next Saturday. Because if you lose, no ref's going to want to stand up again, You might be the last fighting cause to be like, you know what, we're making a stand.
And that's the tough part because, like I said, it's at this point, it's not about winning or losing. I think it's a matter of respect.
Yeah.
Riding on it.
The win, the loss is to me, is second nature right now. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to go in there. We're either going to wrestle or we're going to beat each other's asses down. And the way I look at it is, it's personal. There is no wrestling. It's just straight ass beating.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to ask, as a pro wrestling ref, it does take some training, but being an actual competitor, I'm assuming your training regimen has stepped up. describe what it's like to go back to in-competition training versus ref training.
Ref training by far is it's a lot less. What's the word I'm looking for? A lot less physical. Where when you're training for physical, an actual in-ring competitor, you got guys pushing you, and you have to find the right team. It's almost like a mixed martial arts camp. When you guys are going to the UFC and try to fight, you got to find the right guys that you want to train with, and
you've got some serious dudes pushing you.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Mariachi Loco. I've got Little Cholo. I've been training with Danny Limelight. I've been training with the big guys that are out there making a name for themselves, and they see what the time and dedication I put in the ring. At the same time, they see how hard I'm trying, and I've yet to quit on them as they have yet to quit on me. As that's the way I look at it. I'm not. It's not only me in that ring; it's those guys that put their time to help me to get back into this, in ring shape.
Yeah. Well, I just want to thank everyone. Give a round of applause for Freddie Havoc for joining us today.
We've been talking about doing this, and I thank you guys again for the opportunity. They give me the time to come out here and promote my next match. And
yeah, this definitely is a match I'm really excited for. The whole next level card is stacked, but this is probably the only grudge match on the card where it's two guys who want to beat the crap out of each other.
This one's got the feels.
Yeah. Like this. Yeah, you guys are in your feelings for real.
Somebody's gonna feel something.
It's definitely got the feel, and I'm definitely gonna go in there. And like I've posted many times, I'm doing this, and I'm giving you guys and everybody that buys a ticket my 110% in that ring. I will leave it in there because I don't know if it's gonna be my last match or I'm gonna continue. So you know what? Why even bother holding back? Because I'm not gonna hold back.
There you have it. We're talking about your fitness levels, being a wrestler and being a ref. What about you, Billy Bonds? How has training been since?
I try not to talk about my fitness level when I can help it.
How is it doing, by the way?
Well, actually, tomorrow, officially, I start to put weight on it. I start, trying or learning to stand on it again. And 2 weeks from tomorrow, I can start to walk on it. Now, start is probably an optimistic word, but I mean, it's happening. I'll be, a month from now, I'll be walking in some capacity. Still a long way from any kind of ring work or anything, but baby steps, and it's going to happen.
Progress is better than no grass, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and I'm doing physical therapy a couple of times a week. This drill sergeant type woman is bending my foot in ways it's not supposed to go. So it's a party.
Take a little pleasure with the pain. Joey the Bull wants you to break your leg again.
You know what, Joey? Let this thing heal, and we can talk. Neither one of us are actual in-ring competitors, so we can have us a little gimmick throwdown.
There you go.
Joey the Bull versus Billy.
Oh,
in a shoot fight.
I don't mean to cut you guys off, but Rollins is busted open.
Yeah, he's busted open.
He is.
There come the gloves. We all know the gloves come out.
Right.
Some real business.
And that's just something Dolph Ziggler, probably had in his back
which is
pocket.
interesting because I don't know how that happened.
Like, I'm sure you've had your fair share of being busted open.
Yes.
What's it like? You get, and that's why his eye. I'm guessing it's difficult when that blood's dripping down into your eyes. It just totally throws off your game plan, right?
Well, it really does. I mean, I've been in there numerous times where the blood starts flowing, and there's times where, you're not expecting it because you're in a wrestling match and your opponent decides to bring in a chair out of nowhere and smack you with it. There's been a few times where, the first time it happened, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'll say, I went on panic mode. It's like you don't want the ref to stop it because you can't continue. But at the same time, you're trying to physically figure out what happened. Where's the blood coming from? You kind of get distracted in a way.
How bad's the cut and whatnot.
One of the first times I got hit was a steel chair. Got hit with it. The top half of the chair actually clipped me on the top part of my head right here.
Right on top.
And there was a good about 6 to 8 inch, gash up there.
Cool.
So I remember being in the match. I remember that.
What'd I say? Sorry.
Happened,
that gold boot. I told you that gold boot was going to come into play.
Screw that
there
boot.
it is.
And he got it.
What did I tell you? That gold boot. There's got to be a reason he was
gold
wearing it.
is heavier than not gold.
CrossFit Jesus for the win.
So that happened. I got busted open. I'm searching on my head, like, where is it coming from?
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I'm not figuring out where it is, but I find it, and I'm going to have to use my other hand. So as I'm feeling around, I'm going like that, and then my middle finger sunk right into the hole.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was like, that freaked me out. It threw me off my game. I lost the match, but I think it was more of a mental thing because I was more concerned about what the injury is and what the extent of it was. And it happened. And then at that time, I didn't have any insurance, so that crosses my mind as well. So I remember going to the parking lot, and my trainer happened to have super glue. So we came up with this idea of, hey, let's just super glue it shut.
Get it closed up,
yeah. And that's what we did in the parking lot. After we cleaned it off with water, made sure there was no hair in it.
Yeah.
We had another person helping us out, so they squeezed my head together to keep the skin together. And then after they did that,
That's hardcore.
they put the glue on top. And then when we were all done, we're like, we're good. And next thing you know, like, my trainer is trying to get his hand off him. The reason I say trying is because he happened to super glue his thumb to my forehead at the same time. So
Oh my goodness.
we're there in the
Super glue
parking lot. We're sitting there. I'm just like, just pull it. I don't even care. I don't give a damn how bad it's gonna hurt. And he pulled his thumb right off.
How much skin did he get?
I don't even know. I went to go have dinner after, and there's like blood everywhere.
Yeah.
People are like looking at me walking into the restaurant. And it's a funny and interesting story, but yeah, it throws somebody off.
Yeah.
Once the blood starts
I can
flowing.
imagine. Yeah.
And then there's people that rage up. They get all amped up, and
What the fuck did
Yeah,
you do
that-
to me?
that
Like,
adrenaline.
you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I'm gonna use this cheap analogy, like Thanos in the Avengers Infinity
Yeah.
War, where he's like, all that for a drop of blood, and then he fucking drops a fucking moon on the guy. You
Yeah.
know? It's like,
Would you say that takes it to the next level?
yeah. No pun intended.
No, of course not.
Well, I just want to thank Freddie Havoc once again for coming on down. Joining the viewing party at SummerSlam.
I am. It was a good match. I wasn't feeling Rollins' gear. I should say the two different color feet.
Yeah.
He had,
That's
but-
what I was saying
Yeah, we
before you
talked
guys got
about
here.
that, yeah.
But it was pretty exciting to watch this match. This is actually the first time I watched a pay-per-view live.
Yeah.
Usually I would go home and watch it at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I'll watch it later. Yeah.
I'm excited. Thanks, guys, for having me.
Of course.
Kill this popcorn.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
Thank you, man.
guys. I'm always available.
And kill that fireball, too.
That's yours.
Oh.
You're not driving.
All right, you're right, I'm not.
All right. So
That's Freddie Havoc for you
Freddie
guys.
Havoc, he's
Thanks
going to
for
be
coming
here August.
25th.
August
next
25th,
level.
next
You
level.
heard
Watch
it, the
this.
fireball's mine.
And let's have a party. Because that's what I do. I bring the party.
All right.
Now we got another
Freaking havoc
wide load
everywhere
trying to
you
get on
go.
camera.
Oh,
Is that-
Hey, can you
man.
zoom out the camera a little bit, Robert? We might have to fit everybody in.
So, Billy Bonds.
What's going on, big dog?
Yeah, we
Talking about
double
the match,
braced
huh?
that chair.
Well, stranger things have happened.
So, Joey the Bull, last time you've been on the show, we had some altercations. Last time you were on a podcast, though, you
I
were
got
with
fined for that shit, too.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you
thanks a
should've
lot.
been, yeah.
John's a good person.
John fined me for that stuff last time when you guys put your hands on me.
When you put your let's not review the footage because Rudy put his hands on me, John fined him. You put your hands on me, John fined him. John's good in my books. He's a man of money. If you can't afford
John's
to put
playing his
hands
card
on me,
correct.
don't put hands on me.
So you're for sale, is what you're saying.
I'm saying if you're gonna put hands on me, just be able to pay the cost. The popcorn
That's all, folks.
Anyways, as I was trying to throw you some good pointers.
Anyway.
Last time I saw you was on the Free Admission channel. I was at Gym Crashers. You had a little moment where you talked about your life.
Yes.
What
the hell?
It was good to you have some meatball sub on you.
Of course.
But
Signature of a staple, yeah. But, keep talking to that fatso over there.
Whatever, Fluffy.
Hey, last time, I wasn't trained last time we went at it. I've been training Muay Thai.
Want a training brawl?
What's that?
You
Yeah.
heard me. Chump.
so
So it's not going to be like last time. You got the upper hand.
Okay, let's close the window.
Whoa,
Okay, now,
whoa.
nobody, telling me.
gentlemen,
Talk to me.
please. The Bellas are on camera
Oh,
right now.
hello.
Can we just give it a
they're
minute?
on there.
Yeah,
and you all
anybody
are
have
looking
any
at each
lotion?
other. Come on, what's-
You're making it hard. Typically,
Well,
That's what
Oh,
she
they're
said.
that I'm
gone.
sitting
They're
it
gone
hard.
now. They're gone.
And now I got to look at this guy over here.
Anyway, so what was the questions you were asking? You saw me on the Gym Crashers.
Yeah,
Great. Honestly, I gotta give Gym Crashers a big shout out. Thanks, guys, for having me on the show, letting people know who the Bull is for real in the real zone.
Yeah, I got a modicum of respect from you from watching that.
Thank
You know
you,
what I mean?
sir.
I'm not gonna lie. Getting to know you a little bit better.
That's a big
and-
word.
right.
I got wait. What? I got my dictionary. Hold on, real quick.
That's a $10 Scrabble word right there. But no, it was good to get a little history of you, man.
Thanks.
Know that you're not just all talk. You actually do have a little bit of history.
Yes.
But as my partner said, he's building experience right now. What are you doing with yourself? What are you training right now? Let's bring that up.
Right now, I'm training Muay Thai. You know,
It's brutal.
it is brutal. You know, Coach Mike, he's pushing me to my limits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm going about twice a week. I'm about to step up to their MMA class.
Wow.
You know, I'm doing their back classes over at OC Kickboxing. You know, right by my office.
Nice.
So
And you're building that protein, eating those free peanuts at work.
Yeah, I'm getting bulky. All right.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You know the free peanuts at work.
So all I'm gonna say is,
Getting bulky too, all right?
all I'm gonna
bulking
say
up,
is,
too.
it looks like Joey the Bull has two people that want to possibly challenge him one day at Orange County Championship Wrestling.
First of all,
One being Bonds, one being Largo.
Bonds, no disrespect, brother. You won't last.
All right.
I mean, I'll let you hit me a couple of times, fall to the ground, so you can just pin me. I'll take your time because you're leg and
You'll
all.
let me, if you
You know,
let
you're
me
legging
hit
on. I
you
want you
once,
breaking your
I'll
leg
hit you
again.
about 82 times.
I'll hit you one time, I'll fall on the ground, and I'll get up. And that's it.
All right.
So just say that in your fantasy, Mr. Peg Leg. Next thing when I wrestle me, don't even try it,
You're
son.
not in my fantasies.
I'll just hold you like this by your head. You'll be swinging like this. Like, are you tired yet?
Classic
Are you
old
tired?
people fight,
Is there
ladies
a
and
question
gentlemen.
like in here? Or
Well,
like,
I'm just gonna bring up the New Day just walked in. So the Bludgeon Brothers are following in right now.
And I got the New Day. I love the New Day. New Day rocks.
gotta
I
go
didn't
with
ask
the
you.
Bludgeon
No one
Brothers
asked you.
Just because I'm not a New Day fan, I don't know why.
You know why? You know why? You know why?
Everybody loves the New Day.
You know
I
why?
can't stand them.
Excuse me.
You know why?
Is that a secret? Is there some codex going on? So as I wanted to point out last week, I'm just speculating right now. But if you look at the outfits of the New Day, it looks like Big E is not matching. Oh, they're all not matching. I was suggesting Big E had the orange, so he wasn't going to participate. It looked like the other ones had the blue and yellow, but they're all wearing something different. But I speculated that Big E was going to be on the sidelines. Of 3 people, but 2 people are going to be in the ring.
Whenever I see the Bludgeon Brothers, I hear that.
You know,
Go
some
down, go down.
deliverance. You
Deliverance.
know,
Exactly.
deleted
You got
scene.
it. You got it.
Come on, Mr. Preach. You know these things. It's your folks make this music.
Who the big champion in OCCW is?
Who's
The
the
big
big champion in
That would be the
The
big
7-foot Othello.
fellow.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's the 7-foot tall, the 7-foot tall LA Assassin's been undefeated since November of 2017. Othello, ladies and gentlemen, he's
and-
reigning tall and strong.
And Tim, just to give you a little perspective, this is an indie wrestler who is taller than Kane and The Undertaker. Just to give you an idea of what we're working with here.
He's probably bulkier too.
Yeah.
And
He's in
blacker.
better shape. I don't know if he's bulkier. He's
Well-
in better shape than both.
Well,
of them.
put them all 3 in their best shape. They're in their prime.
Ah, he's a monster.
What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think about Fluff McGruff over there?
I'm trying to enjoy this match. I'm trying to enjoy this day. And I saw John come in. I was like, okay, that's cool. I saw Freddie Havoc. I was like, cool. I got some questions for him. And I didn't see you come. I felt you come in.
That's what your girl said too. Oh!
And you know, I could see the
Sorry,
camera
it hurt
shaking
me
all the
to
way
do
in
it.
Brooklyn.
Too.
But we have you here, so I'm just gonna try to make the most of this.
It should be an honor
I'm
to have
like,
me here.
yeah,
This is
it's
the-
not.
I-
It's
I-
not.
I just wanna say
Straight
that-
up, it's not.
This is the biggest party of the summer, guys. I'm happy to have everyone here.
Yeah, biggest party of the
Summer
summer. We got the
classic.
biggest belly of the summer over there.
Oh, the biggest hair of the summer.
The biggest hair this summer. Look at that. We might have some contention. The biggest leg break of the summer.
I'm working on that belly. I'm a contender, but you know.
Coming in strong.
not
You have to,
quite- it's
you
not
have to
quite
fight producer Rob for that one.
And I know
ladies
we're
and
watching the
gentlemen.
match and all.
Yeah.
I watched the last interview on the OCCW YouTube channel between you and John. Anything come in conclusion with that whole situation with you talk and what's going to happen?
Last time, me and John Malice, not Johnny Boy.
Why are you
but-
answering his questions?
Well,
we
you-
asked the questions
you
here.
want, you wants to know information.
Well-
I got information. You know me. I always post on social media. I always got things to say. I always have things to say. Just ask me stuff and things will be said. You
Yeah,
wanna
so
ask
calm
me
down, Rosie O'Donnell. Thank you.
That was heard from the guest room. Little light lost track. But last time I talked to John Malice was through the Free Admission channel. It was on his podcast, The Royal Ramble. He said he's going to come down here and we're going to chop things up mano y mano, head to head, man to man. And he showed up hollering into the microphone and promoting his podcast. And he didn't really sit down and talk man to man. So he's over here enjoying the food that provided by Bullyzone. He's having a good time in the other room, having drinks, doing his own business. But me and John still do have a set time where we will talk and discuss what's going to happen at Next Level.
Publicly or privately?
Behind closed doors. All right, don't get too excited.
You know, with Johnny Boy, we can take it personal, we can take it public, but I think it's always best to have two people directly in contact.
No. I asked him a question about that whole YouTube feed that we saw. Everybody's on YouTube, OCCW's channel, where between you and him had this conversation in this nice, immaculate office. It looked like 50 Shades of Grey going on. Wow. And y'all had a discussion about what's going on between you and this guy. You know, that's all.
Where was
That's
that?
the
I
question.
missed that.
So that was about 2 weeks ago. You know, we were talking, having a great time. And last week we were talking, having a great time. And this week we're talking, having a great time. But nothing's set in stone. Nothing's working. All I heard, the only update I've heard is that I might be bitch slapped this week. So I might have to bring some protection, you know. As a wise man once told me, get the strap, you know.
Get the... Whoa.
Oh.
Strap on the belt, off the belt, on the belt, off the belt. I was having a great time at Super Awesome Showdown last night. Just want to bring out, I met some space cops, and a couple of them are mercenaries, so I can have you intergalactically blasted if you mess with me wrong, John Malice. Not a fan of what? Come on in, speak your 2 words. We got Havoc over here.
It's a party now. What do we got? What do you got with you, Freddie?
So, I don't know. I mean, I'm not probably gonna get shit for this, but I'm just not buying the Bludgeon Brothers or whatever they're called.
The Bludgeon Brothers,
Yeah,
yes.
it's like I know them as the Wyatt family.
Yes.
And
Right.
it's like the look.
It's
You know,
like the Bushwhackers.
It's a little cartoonish. It's a
Well-
little over the top.
I don't think it's over the top. It's like you're trying to combine. You're trying to combine
Is he bleeding?
the Wyatt family with these guys. But when
Yeah.
I say that, because you know they come out with those goat masks.
Yes.
Right.
So I'm going to stop you real quick. This guy is not a wrestler. This guy is a wrestler.
Wait. Who's talking?
We got a comment from the brother of Billy Bonds. He wants to know which one of you guys were the wrestler that's going to be there next week. And it's going to be Freddie Havoc going against Freddie Helmuth in a. It's not even a fight. It might just be a war.
Where's your stick? Hold up the stick real quick, Freddie.
Here, look, guys.
Just let him.
And Freddie Helmuth.
Everybody can get it. Azrael, crack him over the head. You're going to crack him over the head.
That's what Freddie looks like, you know, the stupid long hair.
Wow.
Shaking like a girl.
Yeah.
But, so you don't like the Bludgeon Brothers. I know you like the
them
Bludgeon
as
Brothers.
wrestlers. Don't get me wrong, they're phenomenal wrestlers, but
The gimmick, is that what
the
you don't?
gimmick is I guess it's like I just can't get past the Wyatt family. That's what I see about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like why didn't they just let them be the Wyatt family when they put them back together?
But you have to admit that ever since the Wyatts broke up, they've all been able to touch gold that they haven't been able to touch as a family.
They've been able to like tease touch gold.
Yeah.
They haven't. None of them have really cemented their place. It's been kind of touch and go.
Wyatt had a nice little run, was the WWE
did.
champion. The
He
Bludgeon
did.
Brothers are having a nice little run right now, and
God, Big in his
there's another Wyatt running
more?
around.
Always.
The B team. The real Wyatt
What
relation.
service?
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this really is the biggest party of the summer. We have drinks, we have food, we have guests galore. All here to watch SummerSlam 2018 in the zone of the Bullies.
We got
You need some
Bludgeon
Fireball?
Brothers and New Day
Come get
right
yourself
now.
some Fireball. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have Debbie on the microphone. Come on down.
No microphone. She just wants a drink.
Oh, I wanted to learn about the essential oil life. I thought we were going to have a segment here. I'm ready for it.
We got you. We got you.
That's a different podcast.
Yeah, no, that'll be a whole
That's
another like 3 hours.
That'll be tails in the pole.
Ooh. With the oil? Okay.
It probably is a little more
Come on into the
appropriate
Wednesday
for that.
show.
Right, let's see. I see that Joey the Bull has some Fireball, so he can drink with me.
Cheers.
nice.
Not like you,
Oh,
jeez.
There you go.
I finished mine, or I would.
The know-it-all keeping a sharp mind,
That stuff is
taking
good.
notes of this match.
Oh, sorry, Negative Nancy. What's going on over there?
While you guys get under the influence, I'm sticking with my water.
He's staying hydrated.
I'm
for
staying
that
on my toes in
peak
case
performance.
things go down.
Did he get it? Oh
Is there a
no!
delay on the footage?
Yeah, we got.
So
everybody
wait,
on this side.
Austin,
Finish out here, I can tell you what happens before it happens. out
Austin,
there.
did we get
let
your?
me
Want to bet? Want to bet?
Just be like,
Oh, guys, come on! Everybody over here is like talking a mile a minute. Did we get your take on our what we're watching here?
Bludgeon Brothers
Bludgeon
picking up
Brothers?
the win, staying champs.
I like them. I like them to win. I like them to retain. But I honestly, I think the gimmick's over the top.
I think
I
that
think they tried.
And I really love your cleaning products.
That took me a second.
no, Debbie, think
Took
about
me
it.
a damn second.
The Arm and Hammer,
She knows.
horrible. But I
I'll
personally,
drink to that, Joey.
I'm just over the New Day. I feel like
Yes.
they've been running
Over
dry.
the New Day.
Like
Oh no, I was over the New Day when they debuted.
they're kid friendly.
You know why?
They've been running around, but
What
it's
is wrong with being kid friendly? I want to
Bullyzone
get into
wrestle.
this topic of.
Okay.
You want how much?
All right.
No.
What's the topic?
What is it with everybody? This whole it's WWE's 2PG.
Okay, remember when you used to get hit in the head with a chair?
Yeah,
Now you get hit in the back with a chair.
yeah. That's because people like me have a slurred speech now, and we have a hard time
Well-
remembering shit.
That's a Lance and Havoc.
And I'm not saying that I'm complaining. I mean, there's a reason why they stopped. But in my opinion, if the competitors, such as like myself, is saying, "Hey, dude, you know what? I know what I'm getting myself into," then by all means, everything's fair and go.
But this is coming from somebody who does a bunch of death matches, you know what I mean?
Hardcore.
Isn't that something that you'd rather? Isn't that what the fan base would prefer, to see something that's extreme, something that takes wrestling out of the...
Certain
Yeah,
fan
the norms.
bases.
but WWE is not known for their hardcore,
Not
Oh,
now.
look at this, guys.
What's going on here?
Let's take a second. You got Xavier Woods on the top.
But we're outside. Uh-oh.
Oh!
I feel like I'm at an
God.
indie show.
Dude, that looked...
Wow.
Randy
Wow.
Orton's gonna tweet about, I don't gotta take dives.
Right.
Damn, was that? Damn, Gina.
See, that's just stupid. You injure yourself, you
That's
can't
what it
go
is.
for the
That's
pin
what they
attempt.
No, dude.
But again,
It's cool. It's cool for the moment. If you want to make the highlight reel. If you want to go for the win,
This
Play
goes
it
to what I
smart.
was talking about off camera earlier about high spots, high spot after high spot.
It'll wear you down.
There's nothing wrong with it being PG. I mean, they're taking the risk. They're doing what we love. When we go to indie shows, we pop and go crazy for.
Oh.
Hey, what?
Hit him with the hammer.
He's gonna bludgeon him.
My thing is like you go to the independent shows and not everything in there is hardcore, but you get some of these.
Yeah, the
matches are
Bludgeon
5
Brothers
stars,
retain.
Right.
And nobody complains about that.
Right.
But you see it on TV, and it's like, oh my god, it's PG. Like, oh no, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You're still seeing the guys still got to go in there and perform and do their thing. And
Right. Still got to put it out there.
Yeah.
But like the personas, the characters, you don't have people like Godfather running around. You don't have pimps running around. You don't
Hey,
have
I
people
missed that.
beating
Unless
women.
those hoes were walking around.
Remember back
naked,
in the- remember
it's
back
just
in
a tease. It's just basically the difference between Showtime late at night.
Yeah,
to
but the tease
Channel
was
11
but
at
the
8
te-
o'clock.
But the tease
I can get you
was
on
the
that.
sell. The tease was what sold.
man.
I missed the
wanted to
brawn
see
panty
more.
matches. I missed the whole Edge sex celebration live.
That was
the
weak.
puppies.
That was weak. The live sex celebration was weak.
I missed the puppies.
It was weak,
It was a
but
tease. It was
being
a huge
being
tease.
a young
I know.
adult, like what the fuck am I? I'm watching
Had
something I
your
haven't.
undivided attention.
I'm watching
right?
something I haven't done yet. What's going on?
That's what you are now.
But see, then you're not.
Oh no, I'm a grown man
You're
now.
not
Miss
watching
Debbie.
it for wrestling. Then you're just watching it for girls.
No, it's not just about the sexuality of the women. I love women. I love intergender wrestling more specifically, but I want to see the action. You know, I feel like
Left.
I feel like the more PG it gets, the more scripted it has to be, the more detailed it has to be, to the point where you can't have people running in, bashing someone's head, and running out without it being something that has to be through codes and something. You know what I mean?
Well,
it
there
just
you
feels
go.
different.
There's
It's just-
your-
Well, not everybody's Jonathan Mellis. Remember, everybody misses Jonathan Mellis back in the day when he used to be cool.
Oh, wait, he's back from the restroom.
He'll gladly come back out on camera and talk.
Nothing,
John, nothing.
Too many people are talking. What'd you say earlier? Let me finish here.
About what?
You know,
The PG era and the rawness of it. My last statement on that is that I grew up watching like Raw when it was dirty and people were getting hit over the head and people are falling through chairs every week or falling through tables every week. And now I don't see that on Monday every night. I don't like that's kind of what I was trying to get at. You know what I mean? Like it's not every match you see. There's not a ladder match every week or there's not a tables match every week.
I actually shared a video. I don't know who it was from, but a couple weeks ago. It was 30 minutes long, and it was literally over and over things from like the Attitude Area, massive chair shots to the head. You know, Mankind's classic fall from the cage. I mean, people going through tables, the whole 9 yards. All that stuff that you don't see anymore or don't see on that level.
Why is Jon Stewart here?
Jon Stewart.
That idiot cost John Cena his match last year.
And that's why John Cena isn't here.
That idiot's just an idiot.
Shout out to Nicholas Anthony watching right now. He says,
Nick
what's
Anthony.
up to Havoc? What's up to Lance? What's up to Largo? Saw him last night.
Everybody but
I
me.
got something for you, though. You mentioned earlier about the intergender. That's what I don't agree with WWE. Is I feel that they should put intergender matches in here.
Yes.
I mean, equality. You know what? Let them do their thing.
They put Renee Young on the
They're
on the
trained
announce. That's
wrestlers.
nothing.
They know, that's what they do.
Yep.
There's gonna be times you're gonna have to wrestle a guy.
Whether it's a boy or girl,
I mean,
it's still the same move.
You had Mae Young, an 80,000-year-old woman. I'm exaggerating. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
Everyone starts spamming you
80,000-year-old
hate.
woman getting beat up by the Dudley Boys.
Well, when was it? Yeah, it was Bubba Ray.
Yeah.
That did the power bomb with her through the table. That was
Yes.
classic.
Yes.
So speaking of ladder matches, did anybody see the ladder match that Eli?
Oh my God!
I saw that spot.
I heard
though.
about
that
it.
package pile driver from the top of the ladder.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
like through a door. It was
Jesus.
crazy, dude.
How is he not like a little man-shaped bag of bone powder?
hat
I
is
mean,
off.
seriously.
It was brutal.
Eli, if I
Seriously.
had a hat, I would tip it to you, sir.
Eli
You're
Everfly,
a
boys and
crazy,
girls.
crazy son of a bitch.
But he gets it
Don't do
done.
anything he ever did.
Yeah, do not attempt this at
There you
home.
go, like ladders right there.
I was just about to bring up Everfly. We were talking about intergender wrestling.
Like, don't do that.
Because, people like Joey Ryan, people like Cancel Ray, they've been in there. And, and now that Cancel Ray is up into, the dirt she says she's going up to places. Now we have Doomfly to rely on. And I just love how independent wrestling can still maintain you don't have to be a girl, you don't have to be a guy. Let's get in the ring and let's fight.
Well, I mean, a lot of these guys are going to do it. I mean, you also have Douglas James with one of the Bays.
Yes,
Heather.
with Heather Monroe.
Yeah, I mean, they're
My
there.
favorite.
We have plenty of talent to rely on. They all do a great job, and they all bust their asses, and they.
I just love how the indie scene is it's keeping it alive versus WWE where the last time you saw an intergender match was what, Triple H and Ronda and Stephanie and Kurt Angle, you know what I mean?
The indies are doing more than keeping it alive. They're getting to the point where they're calling out the
And here's my
WWE.
thing.
This brings up great talk. I want to talk to John about this. He's a booker. I want to see.
Real
Well,
quick. Sorry, I know we got John in here, but a lot of people that complain about they're so PG, so this and that. And like you said right now, it's the indies that's keeping it alive. But why is it that the people that are complaining about what's on TV are the same people that are not showing up to these indie shows?
Exactly my point. And me
it-
and John have the same
it's
person we
there
don't
if
like
you
have the
want
same
Why don't
opinions
you
on it.
come in
Yeah.
and
You got-
watching it.
We're out there busting our asses promoting. I'm here helping promote my next match.
Adam Woods! Sorry, Adam Woods is watching. Hi, guys.
Hey, Adam.
You know what I mean? You guys complain. You want options. There's options there. But yeah, what happens on the majority of these shows?
They sit down and watch whatever is on TV. They don't want to go 5 miles, 10 miles, however far it is to go to an indie show.
It's too expensive. Like, what's too expensive?
Well,
$10?
you pay a lot less for those indie shows, any of them, than you will for
Pay-per-view.
And they're the guys that are out there busting their asses and doing the shit that you want to see on TV, but you don't come out and support. My thing is all about support indie wrestling. No matter what it is, no matter what company it is, I understand there's a lot of options, especially here in California.
But that's
when
that's a reason to do it. There's a
But when-
lot of options.
Okay, there's a lot of options, but instead of picking to sit your ass at home and not do an option,
Right.
is another story. Because
Right.
there's options, but yet you don't go.
Or there's people that are they only go to one show and they base wrestling off that one show. We all know that one internet troll who likes to talk a lot of scandals.
And there's, like I said, and there's options. You have UEW. If you want,
John, don't say that.
Don't go there.
if you want blood,
go there.
If you want blood, fire, thumbtacks, barbed wire, there's an option for you just up the fucking freeway. If you want a comedy show or this and that, there's a promotion that you can find that.
If you want to see people intergalactically face off on a battle fucking grid, excuse my language, but a battle grid, not a ring, a battle grid, there's places for that too.
And if you want to see a Capricorn, you could
Oh my God.
Ground Zero.
Betty Capricorn
Betty Capricorn was freaking hilarious.
And if you
debuted at Ground Zero.
Tell us about
night.
that real quick, because you went last night.
Oh my God, Betty Capricorn is like
Colin Kaepernick?
off
Oh,
the
Capricorn.
chain. I mean,
Capricorn.
he's otherworldly. That's about all I
Him
can
and
say.
Tom Kubrick matched off lip to lip several times.
And
yeah.
there was
Literally?
there was a lot of man love in that match.
Oh man.
Can I get the popcorn?
Yes, sir.
But
Your
speaking of
boat dog is out the
off-camera
popcorn.
girl talking,
Handle, sir.
talking about intergender matches.
Yeah.
The thing that I think needs to be seen more is when there's a guy-girl match, and it's, you know, like last night, tag team match, we had the Hots Boys with Ruby, and then we had, help me out, Tom.
She's talking about
AK
Ruby Reyes and True
Doom
Grit
and Delilah
with
Doom.
Delilah versus Delilah Doom and AK Romby.
What?
There was more guys than girls in that match, and I think that's one of the biggest problems is let the girls showcase what they have versus, and don't get me wrong, the girls finished the match, so that said a lot.
But they did check
But
out a lot.
They did check out a lot, and there wasn't a lot of intergender fighting in between on the match, and I think that could be improved.
Stop staring at each other. Calm down, okay? Let's keep it cool.
What's up, baby
But-
cakes? I see you.
That's interesting because I have seen Delilah Doom in the last month. She was actually in a 2-on-1 handicap match with Brian Cage at Bar Wrestling 14, and that was phenomenal. And then Bar Wrestling 15, it was Santos and Cage versus Doomfly, and that really did show a lot of intergender because there really was a lot of Brian Cage and Delilah Doom
It's
going
like
on.
gorillas and
So-
insects.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
it was really, so it's just really cool to see the
Brian
different
Cage
diversity,
is a
you know.
monster.
And it all depends on the match, obviously. But
Yeah.
it's sometimes that the guys take over the match and don't let the girls get in the match. I think.
Well, that's their fault. It's a competitive wrestling match.
No, right.
We got Becca over here, hoping that Kevin Owens loses. KO is in the bank, baby, so I don't know about that. But how do you guys feel about this match? Let's start up real quick. Let's get into it.
Okay, wait. This is our what?
Okay,
do we have?
before we start, can we get
yeah,
Jonathan Malice in here? I think it's time for him. We had
Yeah.
Freddie have a match
Sure.
to talk. We had Big Fat Joey over here have a match to talk.
What, Robbie?
So,
Big Fat
I
Joey,
think
is
they're
that what you
clearing the
said?
way. For
yeah. Jonathan Malice.
Jonathan Mouse, can you please report to the arena, please?
I'm leaving.
Man, get your
Mindy Hinojosa, I love you, girl.
Happy birthday.
Joey, we'll definitely have you back on here. We're going to be probably running all night. Who knows? We're having a great time.
Yeah, are we really limited to the hour? Can we just run during this?
That's what I'm saying. We can be 2 or 3 hours as long as people are still here.
Pull up a chair, boss.
places with me.
Me?
Yeah.
How can you expect him to do that with one foot?
Oh, come on.
He's fine. He's not dead.
Right, thank you.
I don't like that.
Rude.
I got you. Hey, I don't need to know all that.
Wait, didn't you say he doesn't like to be rude?
Ladies
Well,
and gentlemen.
we know that's not true.
It's not rude if it's an honest request.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce
Just
the
have
sole
my-
proprietor, owner, and operator of Orange County Championship Wrestling,
And the Royal Ramble.
John
And the Orange County Championship Wrestling School. And
Malice.
The maestro of the mat. Mr. Malice.
what's up, guys? How are you? I wish I could say it's nice to be here, but I see you guys have been tying them on.
I've been tying him on.
You're free to leave. The door's right there. Don't let it hit you.
Oh, I was trying to leave. You
You
bitches kept
invited
getting
him.
me to come on.
You invited him.
Feel free to leave.
Well, I mean, if you
You
don't,
have something to say?
No, I came by to have some of that free food and watch SummerSlam, and you guys keep dragging me in here. I was like, okay, what? What do you want to talk about?
so John,
Austin, you.
Oh my God, you are
You invited
lit.
him out.
next week.
Because we were talking about intergender wrestling, and as a booker yourself,
fair enough.
you know, how do you
Okay,
feel
all right.
about?
Okay, that's a great question. Thank
Yeah.
you. We just had this debate the other day. People have tagged me as misogynistic and sexist, right? Not
Me
to
too,
mention,
me too.
yeah. Hold on. But here's the truth.
Really now? Really?
That's right, ladies. It really is the biggest party of the summer here at the Next Level Sports Complex. Freddie Havoc on the wheelchair with some fried chicken.
See what happens when you have alcohol at the friggin'
But-
show.
But back to John.
What are you talking about?
Hey, John,
They're
no,
like
come on.
10 beers with those
Let's hear what you have
pizzas.
to,
But back to John
intergender
speaking.
They asked me the question again. I forgot. I was annoyed by
Your take
by the
on
homeless.
intergender wrestling.
Okay, here's the thing. All right, if you look at intergender wrestling and you look at say China versus Jeff Jarrett for the Good Housekeeping match, right? That was okay. That was legit. It was believable, and I can honestly say that
All right, time's up. We had you for
Ron,
that. Okay.
Ron
saw
won.
that.
Oh my goodness.
that was a squash match.
It was a squash match.
That was
honestly.
a 1980s version squash match.
Because honestly, the opening match was a good 35 minutes, and
Yeah.
this one was.
Kevin Owens went down like a prom queen on prom night. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so let's get back to your statement. Sorry, we just had to interrupt.
Okay,
I
so
think
where
I
were
know
we?
where you're going.
Oh, hold on.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, it was believable.
Yeah.
It was, Jeff Jarrett did not look weak at the end of that, even though he took off and went to, was it TNA or whatever it was called at the time. All right? And you could believe that China, being how she was, right, could beat Jeff Jarrett. It made sense. You hoped it would happen, and when it did, you were like, yeah, see, I told you it would happen. At the indie level, I think that typically what happens with these mixed sex matches, or what do you call it? Mixed gender matches.
Intergender.
Not sex
Mixed
matches. Sorry. Yeah, that mixed gender matches.
brings a
That's a
whole
whole
other-
different, that's a whole different custom thing. But
You need a subscription for that.
a mixed gender match are typically booked not in the interest of storyline or matches, but because you don't have another girl to wrestle this girl. So you try to find the weakest dude
That's interesting.
you can find, and put him up against the girl, right? That is honestly 90% of the mixed gender matches, and it's cheap. It looks bad, and I've caught heat from a few people saying, "Oh, John's a sexist. He doesn't want mixed gender matches." I'm like, "No, you're right. I don't." And there's a lot of people who believe the same thing. If the girl goes over, if the girl wins, I see. Hold on one second. Let me finish this thought.
No, I'm just
If
saying
the
I'm
girl,
with you.
Oh, good. If the girl, see, that's why I've always liked you, Billy Bond.
Smart man.
If
scary.
If hey, that's bald guys got to stick together.
Yeah.
If the guy wins, well, you beat a girl. If the guy loses, you got beat by a girl. Everybody winds up looking weak, and typically it's not believable.
The views of Jonathan Malice do not reflect those views of myself or anybody else on this staff.
Are you still here? Yeah, you turn.
I
Come in
wish
when you
he
were
hadn't
talking.
gotten that close
That's
to
gonna
me.
cost you.
but
I'm gonna
hey.
fine him for putting his voice on the air when he was.
Thank you.
You're gonna fine you. Well, okay, I cannot pay you.
right.
You're not the
You're
free.
right,
You're not on
you're
the free
not
admission
fined at all.
contract.
So my opinion on mixed gender matches, I think they are more exploitation and they show a lack
I
of
agree.
professionalism on the part of the organization and the promoter for the most part. Now there's always rare ones, like you'll have like
Because I know
some beast like what's it, Nia Jax, that big girl.
Yes,
I can
ma'am.
see her taking on say the guy that just got his hair cut and looks all buff.
Dean Ambrose.
I could see that. That would make sense. Some beast like Ruby Reyes could probably do real well against one of the smaller
Glad
guys.
you mentioned her.
But for the most part, it shows a lack of resources on the part of the promoter.
So let's just say I'm a fan of Orange County Championship Wrestling.
you are a fan of Orange County
Well,
Championship
no, let's just
Wrestling.
say we're being hypothetical.
We're just
here.
saying.
Okay.
Because this next thing isn't critical. It's
Okay.
just a hypothetical.
Okay.
So let's say I really like, like Heidi and like Malcor, and I really want to see them go against, an intergender match. Would you be opposed to something like that? Would you be? Because I know you don't
Intergender tags
support
are
it.
messy.
I know you don't support it. We just heard your side on it. But would you still
Well, here's the thing.
be open? to
Here's
it?
the thing.
Yeah.
Let's say we had Malcor and Heidi against, say, Amanda and, say, Gustin Uberstud.
Okay, anything. Yeah.
All right? Or Hilda against Gustin Uberstud.
Is this a squash?
Hold on a second. No,
That's
no,
like-
because this is fair. Because Gustin's very good. Amanda's
He
very good.
is, Yeah.
Heidi's very good. Malcor's very good. Now, why would I make a tag team match out of that? When in reality, I could put Gustin against Malcor and then Amanda against Heidi. There we go. Now I got a big portion of my card solved, as opposed to, okay, now what are the rules going to be like in this tag match? And, okay, should it be women only wrestle against each other and the dudes only wrestle? If that's the case, why have a goddamn tag team match with intergender? You should have 2 separate matches. Like I said, it's a gimmick, and just about everything in pro wrestling is a gimmick. But this is a lame gimmick. This shows a lack, especially on the indie level, not on the WWE level or the bigger levels, because they have enough talent pools. There's enough women to put up against it. If they're doing it with purpose. 9 times out of 10 in the indie circuit, if you see a mixed tag match, mixed gender tag match, or a mixed gender match, it's because they didn't have another girl to put up against a girl.
Okay. I was thinking either that or maybe they overbooked and they needed to turn 2 matches into one. You know, it's always good to have a little experience from a booker and someone who's been in the business for way longer than we have been.
Yeah, you bring up, the whole a woman and man versus woman and man. If you recall, WWE did a whole series on that, the mixed match challenge.
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask your take on that.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it was just it was teams.
It was a tournament kind of.
Yeah,
and it was. But okay, so did the dudes and the girls get in the ring at the same time? Like it
was like you said, girls on girls.
Right. So there were a lot of convenient tags that ended up with girls wrestling girls and guys wrestling guys.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so
the
what would
WWE
happen?
rule.
So if there was a guy in the ring and one of the girls tagged out or tagged in,
the guys
had to go
ring.
out. Well, to see that's not a tag team match.
That just ruins the flow of the match.
It ruins the point of the match.
Yeah,
it's not an intergender match.
But on the indie level, you have something like Brian Cage and Melissa Santos. I saw at Bar Wrestling 16. They went against Doomfly, Eli Everfly, and Delilah Doom. And Delilah Doom was in there with Brian Cage, and she was trying.
Like a gorilla and an insect.
It really was, but
isn't Eli Everfly really small, like a girl?
No. Eli Everfly fought Melissa for the most part, and Delilah Doom fought Brian Cage for the most part.
Who's about the same size as Eli Everfly.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Brian Cage is a monster.
Saying, you shouldn't have to bend everything so hard. You shouldn't have to bend your disbelief so hard in a wrestling match, right?
That makes
sense. It should be
the
other way. I frankly, no. I think mixed gender matches are cheap, and they're bad. It shines a bad light 9 times out of 10. Not every time.
Well, you set it up right. Certain women versus certain men can pull it off.
Right, like you could put Rudy against Ruby Reyes, and you'd be like, Ruby Reyes is going to smash Rudy, right? Yeah. But if you put, say, Othello against Ashley Grace, that's just not right.
Bad day.
Exactly, but you could put Othello against Rudy. You could put Ashley Grace against Ruby Reyes, right? And it's not so. There you have it. And Charlotte.
So are you saying that you wouldn't be opposed to Ruby Reyes and Othello in a fight?
Oh, jeez.
Yes, I absolutely would. Absolutely.
Like, you missed the point, boy.
Yeah. Fun to watch.
I just want to point out Charlotte Flair is looking magnificent today as she rocks that.
You know what? I don't usually say this. I don't like to let my tongue hang out of women like that, but I would treat her so bad she'd never leave.
There you go.
God, she's beautiful. And she's amazing looking.
So eloquently spoken.
Straight out of the Bullyzone, ladies and gentlemen. And she's going against Becky Lynch. I believe it's a 3-way match, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Oh, God. That right
Hey, what happened to Asuka? Is she still wrestling in WWE?
Yeah. They've kind of let her slip.
She's been sidelined ever since she went to WWE.
I feel like
they blew their chance with her. They had something
That's a
special.
huge mistake. She it would, how you had, you could say Ronda Rousey is going to be maybe the Hulk Hogan of the women's division, or the Ronda Rousey of the UFC is going to be the Ronda Rousey of the WWE, right? I'm telling you, Asuka would have been the Ric Flair.
Well, they could have built that. They could have built that properly.
Yeah, Asuka is amazing. Not as a woman wrestler, but as a wrestler, period.
Yeah.
There were 2 matches that I was really enthralled with at the last horrible WrestleMania, and that was Asuka. And who did she wrestle? Charlotte,
yes.
Yeah. And then, who was amazing. And Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle against Triple H and Stephanie. Those were the only matches that really held my...
I died a little inside after the Asuka-Charlotte match when she said her famous line.
She was ready for Asuka?
Yeah.
That was kind of cool, too.
Charlotte was ready for Asuka.
That's cool. I thought that was cool.
We got Becca over here commenting on the Bullyzone podcast, saying how she believes that Becky is going to win. Becky Lynch has kind of owed,
She's a friend of mine.
Like she has
Hi,
some
Becca, Becca.
ode, you know, like she's due to win. Becky Lynch has been great in NXT. She's been great in WWE, but she's never been able to really like cement herself in the women's championship picture. But Mella's money, so I think Mella's gonna retain. I think Mella's gonna retain her championship.
Yeah, she got the hometown advantage. You know, she's the Staten Island queen in Brooklyn. You know, just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Are you guys old enough to remember a wrestler named Alundra Blaze or Medusa Machado?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember him.
If you ever get a chance, check out some of her matches. She was actually a legitimate kickboxer as well. She made a huge name for herself in Japan. You know, she's most famous in the U.S. for throwing her title in the trash on Nitro. But the reality is, that's if you want to look at a template for Charlotte, right? You look at Alundra Blaze or what I knew her as Medusa Machado.
Right.
It's really cool to see. Yes, these women are amazingly beautiful. I will not, but they can bring it.
They can.
You know, and that's really what I want to see. Now, do I want to see her up against, say, Braun Strowman? Hell no, right? But that's what you're getting on the indie circuit if you're putting these small girls up against these big dudes. Yeah, it's so, you know, I mean, yeah. I don't know what else to say. Next topic. Hey, let's say hi. Let's give a shout out to some of these people here.
Yeah.
Debbie Dupree, partial to Becky. Hi, Debbie Dupree. Becca, yup. Hi.
Becca wants the redheaded woman to win. Who do you want to win, John? Who do you have if you had a say in this?
Becca wants Becky to win.
Well, it sounds like collusion there.
Yeah.
I'll go with the nature girl.
The nature girl.
The nature girl.
Debbie, who do you want to see win this women's match?
Yeah.
Not Charlotte.
Not Charlotte.
Wow. I like the legacy. I like Charlotte.
Not much going on. Joey the bullshitter over here is talking shit.
Joey the bullshit.
He's mad at me. He says some bullshit because I got drinks, I got food, but where's the women at?
Says Nia Jax. I don't see Nia Jax.
Nia Jax is tasty, but she's not on the card, sir.
Is Nia Jax the big girl, right?
Nia Jax is the three of them.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hold on.
Nia Jax is tasty.
For all you,
Not yet.
for all you,
Optimistic, not yet.
for all of you, Nia Jax, all right, not for a big girl, not for anything, right?
Preach.
She's a woman.
Boom.
And, you know, Tom Hanks said it best. She's sturdy, right? Sexy is. Let me. I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm gonna
give a pass here. I want to test that.
I'm gonna give a shout out.
I want to test that sturdiness.
I'm gonna give a shout out to all the hot big girls. We're gonna start with Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah in her primer right now.
Yeah, Nia Jax. Okay, let's think about this for a minute. Who else is a hot big girl?
What's her name? She's the big model, Ashley Green.
Oh, Ashley, yes. I know who you're talking about.
Who's the one that died? The blonde one that died.
Yeah.
Ashley, Tiffany, Lauren, Rebecca.
I don't know who those people
They're all
are.
great.
They're
Well, you never know their
all,
last
like,
names. You only
curvy
Google the
gal
first name and the
models,
picture shows up, you
yes.
know?
No, okay. I'm talking about legitimate women.
Oh, okay.
It's funny. There's
Yeah.
people I know. I just can't get their names. You know,
Yeah, so you know,
drawing a blank.
All I can see is there.
so her beauty lies elsewhere, not in the typical
Assets.
that these girls have, right?
Yes.
But I don't know. They're just some women are going to be sexy no matter what body type they're carrying at the time. And you know, frankly, Nia Jax, her strength and her toughness is sexy because she's still in some odd way
That was beautiful.
feminine. So,
But she's legit, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
When she picks up 120 pounds of Alexa Bliss and throws her across the ring, you believe it.
yeah, exactly.
So, like,
Charlotte's amazing.
Oh yeah, she's phenomenal
yeah,
right
Charlotte-
here.
She's almost as good as her dad.
Right.
Ashley Graham. There you go. She's another
Nicole,
good woman.
what was her name? Nicole. She's dead now.
Joey.
She was a big girl. Nicole.
Joey, you had too much to drink. You're cut off. You can't be saying that on the podcast.
Oh, Becca, your daughter's name is
God.
Charlotte. That's cool.
Joey.
Joey.
Okay, so
Nothing.
What, Joe?
Can we-
Really, Joey? Really?
Can we delete
Really?
that?
Let's not draw any more attention to it than we need to. Okay, so
we-
right now this little baby doll girl
I'm like
is
Triple
slamming
H. I don't want
Charlotte.
people googling that.
And
who is that?
She's taking. Who's the little girl?
The little girl.
what's her name? Alexa Bliss.
No, that's not Alexa Bliss.
The little girl in the ring.
That's not. That's
You're
not
the
a
only
Lex-
female in the room. You live with the Bullyzone
with a
Some-
lot of alcohol.
Oh, look at that. She's doing the Ric Flair.
The
Did you see
roll.
that? Oh, how cool was that?
Teasing.
I like that.
I'm telling you, dude, Carmella's over here.
Who is that on the ground though?
On the floor, that's Becky Lynch, the redhead.
And
Oh, that's
Carmella
Lynch?
Bing is
The champion with the pink in the
pink.
hair.
Okay.
See, this is how it starts right here.
Not with Mike.
It starts with
Right.
one hard mic. It ends with a mic's full of cinnamon.
I want everyone to know I'm not drinking any of this.
Yeah, it's funny because these two gentlemen are not drinking. They're actually very, I guess they really focus
Sober.
on their dedication.
They're
and whatever.
dedicated to their task.
No, I just don't like being.
Did you hear about him? He's starting to train. He wants to put some hands on people and learn to self-defense. What have you been doing, dog?
Yeah, recently I started training Muay Thai at the OC Kickboxing.
Every time
And-
he says Muay Thai,
Are you
I
kidding me?
cringe. That's brutal.
Are you kidding me?
That's brutal.
We're going to talk about this. OC, by the way, OC Muay Thai is a very legitimate place, very reputable company. You're going to get your
hey.
ass beat by me in a little bit.
Wow,
though.
if Jonathan
I
Malice
wanna
says
ask,
it's
you know,
legit, that shit don't happen very
no,
often, okay?
I'll tell you if something's not legit.
Yeah, I want
Stamp.
get some tips.
No,
You know,
nobody said
I
you
want to
were
get some
legit.
tips and secrets.
Except me.
You
There
know,
are no
what
tips or
I'm
secrets.
biased.
Okay, I'll tell you what the tips are. Work
any
hard. And then
advice?
when you feel like you're working hard, work harder.
Work harder.
There's your tips and secrets
Yeah.
right there. Sorry, just the way it is.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You can't
I
shortcut
can attest to
success.
that right now.
Bonds with the iron leg.
saying once I start working on my ground game, I'll
See,
head
that's
over
an
to the
insult.
dojo.
That's an insult.
How's that insult?
Well, when you tell me that, oh, well, when I want to learn the ground, right now I want to do the Muay Thai, but when I want to learn the ground, I come to you. That's like telling me, you know what? You can't really drive, but when I want to know how to work a radio, a car radio, I'll come to you.
Maybe
Right?
like a car and a motorcycle would have been a better. But okay.
No, it's
I'm-
not.
I'm
There's,
following it,
there's
I'm
no
following it.
difference, right? A fight is a fight. It starts here and it ends there, right? You know, it's different every time. For someone to tell me that well, we're getting off
No,
topic here.
go for it.
are,
No,
but
we're
it's
Someone to
all right,
tell
though.
someone
You're
who
grooving.
spent their entire adult life in the fight game, right? To tell them, oh well, you know, when I want to learn what you know, I'll come to you. That's. If you didn't know better, I'd say that was a complete disrespect. But because you didn't know better, it's not respect.
Well,
I
know
honestly
Austin
believe
Largo.
he didn't mean it.
I know that's
I didn't
exactly what
mean
I'm
it like
saying.
that.
I know you didn't mean any disrespect.
Well,
That's
Troy-
why I don't take it as such. But
this dojo's right by my office.
oh well, that's
So-
important.
So it's between
work.
my office and school. So I just go work, dojo, school.
And hopefully, if you ever get in a fight, it'll be with someone who lives close to you, so you won't have to go far away.
Okay, that was well deserved. I guess Austin was just trying to reach out now that he's getting into the fight game in
Oh, is he?
general.
And no,
No, I'm
At
sure.
this dojo-
I'm sure there's a jiu-jitsu guy over there at OC Muay Thai that will be able to help you.
They
Since
have
it's so
jiu-jitsu.
close to your fucking house.
no, they have jujitsu there, but you have
There
to
you
be like already advanced. You can't just go
Oh,
in as a
there you go.
beginner.
There's a little pop for you. You have to
See,
be
so
on
I
a
guess
certain
that's why he's
level
waiting.
before you can do the jujitsu.
Oh, I see.
Like
Can I, some guy that's never learned fighting
Yeah,
before,
the
jump into
No,
jiu-jitsu?
you'll get your
Yes,
ass
you can.
whooped horribly.
No, yes, you can, and yes, you will get. You're both right. You will get your ass whooped horribly. Ask Robert. Robert, you're about to lose your drink.
It's empty, thank God.
Okay, yeah. All right, Robert was a longtime student of mine. He had absolutely zero experience when he came to me, right?
He left with zero experience.
Robert,
I
no,
get it.
not at all. You want to try him? I'll let you both go after him right now, and he'll whoop both your asses. How much experience did you have training when you started training with me? Just street fighting. See, which is to say no, right? That's like going to NASCAR and the guys go, "So you got any training?" Well, I'm a street racer. They laughed you out of the goddamn building, right? And he's right. Robert was very good back when he used to train, and now he doesn't. So I don't know how good he is anymore.
That's what I'm saying. He lost that experience.
Called out.
He's right though, because when you first come in, I mean, I know I don't look like a basketball player, so I'm looking up an athlete. So I was a little faster than certain guys. I used to use that athletically, and then I got to spar my first Friday with a guy named David. I outweighed him by 50 pounds, and I couldn't walk for 3 hours.
Yeah, kick the shit out of your legs, huh? See what it is, and that's okay. That's a jiu-jitsu class.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
He just got his legs kicked to death. All right. So, from stand-up, right? What was your first major purchase after your gi?
After my gi,
For jiu-jitsu,
and then my shin guards.
and then your boxing gloves and whatnot, right? Exactly. There's not a jiu-jitsu fighter in my gym that doesn't own his own doesn't own his own gi, doesn't own his own fight gloves, doesn't own a pair of boxing gloves. Some of them don't have shin guards. All right, but.
Can most of that be provided at the?
Well, I have the
dojo, or-
loaner ones. I have the
Okay.
loaner ones, right? But But jiu-jitsu, as it was taught to me by a certain Brazilian family who shall remain nameless,
There's
right?
only one Brazilian family.
No, there's two,
in
but
jiu-jitsu.
there's two. But both of them, neither one of them will get any time.
Right.
What was it? It was a fighting art. It wasn't a pulling points type thing. Pulling guard was absolutely not acceptable. Pulling guard was so frowned upon. We didn't even have a term for pulling guard, right? You had to learn how to fight with a gi, without a gi, right? We didn't have these delineations. MMA, no gi grappling, tournament jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, what's the difference between no gi jiu-jitsu and then
Gi jiu-jitsu.
One's wearing a gi and one's not.
But like, what's the advantage of not having a? Because you can, in the gi, you grab the gi and you get leverage like that, right?
Okay. Jiu-jitsu is typically, at its very roots, a martial art, right? And most martial arts typically had a gi, right? You can go further back into the evolution of mankind, saying, "Well, you weren't born with a gi." No, you're right, but we've been wearing clothes for probably several. As long as we can remember, right? So, while it is important to learn the no gi techniques, it is also important to learn the gi techniques. Both are equally important, right? It has long been my theory that the reason why no gi is so popular is because there are a lot of wrestlers and submission wrestlers who don't want to not wear a black belt, right? They just want to go, they don't want to be seen as less than, elite. So that has loaned to the popularity of no-gi jiu-jitsu. But the reality is, any real jiu-jitsu teacher, any real jiu-jitsu school will have you doing both and not make a differentiation. I don't have a gi and a no-gi class, right? So people will ask me, are we going with the gi today, sir? I'm like, yes, we're going with the gi. Or no, we're going with the gi. Someone says, hey, can we roll without the gi tonight? Yeah, we can roll, but first we're going to do this, right? Because I've worked long enough in a field where your fighting skills are going to be called into question, right? You will fight in some of the jobs that I've had. Sometimes knowledge of the gi has saved me from getting thrown downstairs, from getting thrown through wall, through glass and such. And the fact that I knew how to fight without a gi saved me. Knowing how to throw a punch, kick, elbow, knee, it's all part of the fighting.
Your opponent might be wearing something you can grab.
Especially if he's bigger, right? Exactly.
Getting back to the action, we got Charlotte Flair over here. Got her in the walls of Jericho to Carmella. Looks like Carmella's going to tap, but she rolls out.
Call it the walls of Jericho.
I call it the walls of Jericho, just like I call this the
figure four.
The leg lock of doom.
You know that's the figure four.
Nope, it's not Ric Flair doing it, so it's something else.
Leg lock of doom.
And Becky Lynch with the leg drop on Charlotte.
Wait, which was the champ? Charlotte, right?
No, Carmella, the one in the black and pink. Oh, Debbie's the first one to bring chicken. Debbie, come on down.
Come on.
You're the next winner. I promise the next person to bring me chicken is the next person on screen. Let's have Debbie up here.
I'm going to step away.
Come on.
No, you need to come on.
Oh, no, wait.
Come on,
you
come on.
have to stay on screen to eat your chicken. How's
Yeah.
that? Get that chicken in your mouth and eat it. Oh, yeah, eat that chicken.
Don't get any on me.
Don't get any.
All right, for Orange County Championship Wrestling, we will be here August 25th.
Right here, downstairs.
6:30 p.m. Do not miss it. We have Othello versus Mariachi Loco in the main event.
That's going to be a great match.
La Raza will be trying to reclaim their tag team champion from Suburban Justice. You'll see Amazing Jr. and Little Cholo, Malcor, Heidi. Daniel Moon will be seeing action that night.
Who's Heidi fighting?
We will be having no mixed tag matches, right? But we will be having Voodoo and the guys from MPW, right? Gustin Uberstude scheduled to make an appearance, right? So do not miss it. Once again, that's Orange County Championship Wrestling here at the Next Level Sports Complex in Westminster. They can see the future in there.
August 25th.
Oh, wait, watch this.
Whoa! Next Saturday,
Clark's
August
up the top from
25th.
Charlotte.
Next level.
Can you put that on for us there, Robert?
No.
The in the background?
No,
Why not?
He's in the middle of a game.
What do you?
Break up the line.
Cause what?
because he's inept.
No.
Let's put up a next level flyer.
Yeah.
Not asking for much.
No, I don't want to see SummerSlam
Not
up there.
asking
No,
for
that would be
much.
cool.
Brittany Holler, are you coming to next level?
Oh, that's a good unlock.
Calling you out. Bring your boys.
Whoa, look
Brittany
at
Holler, you've been called out by Lance Winters and Debbie Dupree.
Nope.
So here we are.
Wishing we weren't wearing a suit eating fried chicken.
Can I quote you on
Yeah, right?
For the day, Becca.
Yeah, Becca, come on down.
The heck?
1, 2.
So,
No,
John, let me
broken
ask
up.
you a question about Next Level if I can.
Broken
Go
up.
ahead.
Becca,
Um,
give you discount tickets.
You've been teasing like added security for the refs. Is there anything that's going to ensure they're safe? You know, I know Billy Bonds isn't going to be there,
No,
but I can only imagine Alan Amos
Billy
might be
Bonds
there,
will
the
be there,
referee.
but he'll be in
I
the
just wanna make sure he's
audience.
safe.
Well,
I think Freddie Havoc has taken care of us. I think he'll be all right.
oh, as you know, referee safety has come into question.
Yes.
This year actually at Next Level. Freddie Havoc wound up eating bamboo from both Daniel Azrael, from Azrael and Freddie Helmuth. And at one point he had enough and he broke loose and came after Helmuth. So now they have a bit of a vendetta against each other. They're coming up against each other. So it has been brought to my attention that if I do not, and now look, we have a broken leg referee here.
Yes, it's a
right?
liability,
Hey,
right?
Exactly.
Billy Bonds got knocked down in that Freddie versus Freddie match. What the hell is that about?
So-
Come on.
Wait, Primrose? What did Primrose
No,
do?
Primrose is not even in the picture.
So Primrose is right, is not in the picture.
Yeah,
right?
it's funny. Let me ask
But what
about
is the future of this development?
Well, I have put a plan into place, right, to not only respond like the concussion protocol is after the fact. I have people in place set to diffuse and protect against such. I'm sorry, I'm hearing this. Against such issues in the future.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Charlotte Flair has just been declared the new women's champion.
I thought she already was.
Carmella was.
That's befitting. I wasn't a Carmella. Yeah.
I was ready for Mella.
Listen to
Mella's
me.
money.
I wasn't a Mella fan.
Yes,
John.
Yeah.
Debbie, talk to us.
Vincent Shields wants to know when we're going to see an Othello versus Mikey match.
He is seriously about that.
He
He
wants to
keeps.
see
He
that match.
keeps.
Okay, I'll
bugging
tell you
about
what. What's his name?
that. Vincent Shields.
Vincent Shields.
Vince,
I will make that happen for you. If you come up to me this Saturday, Vincent Shields, at Next Level and say, hey, I'm Vincent Shields. I just bought 5 tamales, 6 tickets, and a T-shirt. Can you make a match for me with Mikey and Othello? And I will do that for you. Or you can just ask nicely when I see you at the show. But come to the show,
You heard it, Vince.
and I will take care of you, Vince.
He's already got
Because-
a bunch of tickets for Next Level.
That's
so-
awesome. So, because believe it or not, Vince, both men have been hitting me up about said matchup. So stay tuned. I appreciate your continued support, Vince. What's your name, Vince? What?
Vince Shields.
Vince Shields. That's
He is actually a new but
Sounds like a
ongoing
wrestler.
fan.
Sounds
He
like a
does.
wrestling
He
name.
does.
Vince Shields.
Oh,
No, him
he's
and his
also
boys
he's
were
also
here.
6'4" and about 260
No, him
pounds.
and his boys were there, and they were his boys were having a little go-to with somebody else's son in the crowd. A couple.
Yeah,
of,
they're good fans.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
good.
They're
Okay.
good.
I'll probably know him once I
you
see
want
him.
them. You want
I'll
them.
probably know him once I see him.
Shout out to Joey the Bull, who's sucking on all the juices from the chicken
what is
off
Joey
stage.
the Bull sucking on?
Wait, stop. Can you repeat that for Vince? Because he didn't hear what you said. So say it again.
What about what?
About
Didn't hear
what
anything.
you were gonna.
The whole come over and over.
Oh yeah, if he does
to me.
those things, you'll make a Othello Shea match. Basically, if you
Well, come on. I can speak for myself. What the hell's the matter with you people? You think you're dealing with? Do I look like Joey the Bull?
let's go.
All right.
Let's
Do I
go.
look like
Let's
Freddie
hear it.
Havoc?
Let's hear it.
Oh, Becky Lynch, ladies and gentlemen, just turned on her friend Charlotte. Looks like
What?
she's upset that she has not been able.
And
The
John's gonna
crowd is
go
going
everybody.
wild. Wait, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. But Charlotte and Becky Lynch are friends last time I checked walking into this triple threat match. And now
Last
it
time
feels,
you checked.
last time I checked, yes, now it looks like Becky Lynch is over being second place. She just told her best friend to screw off, and it looks like she might be next up in line for a championship.
That feeling.
Sorry about that, as you guys were saying.
I could take her or leave her, Becky Lynch.
So
Well,
if, Vin-
Not my
if
cup of
Vince
tea.
does A, B, and C, you'll do a Mikey O'Shea Othello match.
I'll tell you what, Vince. Okay, and this is a new announcement, by the way.
Listen,
You're
Vince,
hearing it here
look
first
alive.
on Bullyzone.
Vincent
Bullyzone Live.
Shields
All right, this is a
from
brand new
Jonathan Malice.
announcement, all right. In the past, one of the things, other than the fantastic wrestling and the fine production values of Orange County Championship Wrestling, one of the most amazing and notable details of our shows has been the tasty meatball sub sandwich.
The tasty meatball subs that are found on Joey the Bullshit when he comes up next.
I've eaten 1 or 200.
Yeah, those are a creation of Mama Della O. My own mom came up with the meatball
recipe.
sandwiches. Well, this time, Mama Della O is going to be at a family reunion, so she's not going to be able to put those. So we have decided we are going to pre-make homemade tamales, and we will have them.
Oh, nice.
Mama Della O's special tamales.
We'll take them.
What?
Yes, that night at Orange County Championship Wrestling. So bring your appetite. They're affordable. They're going to be great. And Vince, if you want to see Mikey O'Shea versus Othello, buy a few of them tamales, buy a shirt, buy a couple sodas. I will make that happen for you. Make sure everyone in your section does the same.
And don't forget to say
Vince,
hi to John personally,
I know that can
Hey,
happen.
come up to me and
Vince.
show
I
me
know
that you've done
can
that.
Make that happen.
Hey, Johnny boy, you might have
You
remembered.
call me boy? Did you just call me boy?
Come on, we're having
Call me
fun
boy?
at a party.
Hey, call me
Okay.
boy again.
You might remember.
Call me boy again.
You might remember Vincent.
party now,
You might
man.
remember Vincent. He's one of the guys that came up with the quote. Hit him with the Swiss cheese. You've heard that for
that
quite
guy is
some
cool. I
time.
know that.
Actually,
That-
it was somebody in his party, a guy named
Yes.
Dylan,
That was
who
funny.
said, "Give
So-
him the Swiss
That was-
cheese." That kind of
Swiss
took
cheese.
over.
And I also mentioned
It's also
Thanks for that.
Vince is also a veteran. of
He
the
is. He's a Marine.
Corps.
So thank
Well-
you for that
Thank you for
personally.
your service, Vince.
Good man.
You know what to do, Vince. Make it happen.
But man, Charlotte
Mikey
just
O'Shea
got
versus Othello.
Yeah, this match is on your shoulders, Vince.
Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. I know that whole thing. All right.
That's it. Now let's see.
That's
Go.
okay. That's
Keep
okay.
going.
It's not right to
No,
keep singing it
no,
if
no,
you weren't a
no.
Marine.
Keep going. You're in song together.
No, I wasn't a
Three
Marine. No, he said, weren't you Navy?
times.
Well, you know, they say the Navy's a part, the Marines are part of the Navy.
Out of these suits that you see, which one do you think looks best?
We took.
I'm liking Tom
I
Phillips
see.
classic,
part-
not
the
too
men's
flashy.
department.
Looks kind of like myself with maybe blue instead of red.
So, baby, drink that shit.
Goddamn squids.
Byron
All right,
Saxton,
so-
that blue wasn't doing me.
So, okay, that said, don't miss it. Next Level, next Saturday, August 25th at the
August
Next Level
25th.
Sports Complex here in Westminster, California.
here, downstairs.
All right, 5:30 doors open, 6:30 bell time. Tickets are $15 pre-sale, $20. Main event, Othello versus Mariachi Loco. Don't miss it. And I'm done talking.
Well, thank you
John.
guys for having us.
Oh, it's
See you
on.
next time.
No,
Oh,
just finish
that's
up
my
the
trick.
bottle.
All right,
Say
all right.
goodbye. Say goodbye to the bottle. Billy just finished it off.
And Billy Bonds over here killing the bottle. That's what happens. We have a guest on our show for over an hour. You start drinking, having a great time. We're loving the vibe that we're having. We have an empty seat. We're seeing who's the biggest guy that can run the fastest. I don't know what's going on.
Run the fastest.
Yeah, they're both struggling to get off the couch right now.
That's a contradiction in terms. The biggest guy can't run the fastest. Guess who's back?
Oh,
there was a tremor.
Freddie Havoc back. Guess who's back? Back again.
Take me back.
Freddie's
Get me
back.
back. Freddie.
Welcome back, Freddie Havoc. How you doing, boss?
Actually,
This looks like a job for me. So
Can I
everybody
set
else
this
just
up?
follow me.
Did you guys really all come in a Prius?
this match? This
I-
match
I
right
heard
here.
Joey
with
the
the hard
Bull.
questions.
I
This
heard Joey
match
the Bull got
right
out of
here
a
is,
Prius.
is the one that I want to see the most. The two Freddies, Freddie Havoc, Freddie Helmet.
2 out of the 3 Freddies.
No, but that's
Because
the
I
one
want to see Freddie Flores in a tag match. That's what I want to see. So there's 3 Freddies. You like 2 of them.
I'm an original Freddie.
You're the Freddy.
I'm the original. OG.
The Havocer.
Probably the most oldest too, which is kind of sad. But
Just like the original bullshitter right here with us.
Joey the Bull.
That's right.
I know you need room.
No, I mean, I noticed you guys are losing viewers with, you know, who just talking the microphone, so we're here to bring it back.
We got 1 view since you got on, so we're making progress. How's it going, boss? How you been? You enjoying the party, enjoying the food and drink?
Hold on, real quick. Vincent Shields says Billy Bonds versus Mikey O'Shea. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
But
What are the questions coming? What was the question?
Mikey would love to.
The questions?
Wait, Vince says Fat Freddy. Who's Fat Freddy? No,
Which
I
fat?
know he's not talking about him.
Who just called me Fat Freddy?
I didn't.
Someone
say
named someone that's 6'5" called you fat.
He meant Fat Joey. Typo.
Who would that be?
Wasn't Fat Freddy and Blondie?
I hope you're not
Rapture?
talking about Freddie Havoc,
They're
Vince.
talking about Blondie, the Rapture song.
Okay.
They're trying to make us a pop icon.
Good save.
Can we get confirmation on which Freddy he's talking about?
Wait, yeah. Hey,
Vincent
hey,
Shields.
Hey, Vince Shields. Which Freddie are you talking about?
Are you talking about Fat Freddy, Freddie Havoc, or Freddie Flores?
There's a lot of Freddies at OCCW.
It's a little stuffy back here.
Yeah, right.
Here, no, I'll go on that side.
All right.
Oh boy. Like you guys want to be like right there? Like
No. That's okay. I made peace. I made peace. I made
He
peace.
wants you to move over
I
too.
paid the fine.
Come on.
Get a little closer.
All right.
Don't
Come
be
a little
shy.
closer,
All right, I
can't
made
you
peace.
see?
I just, we're a family, guys. Just want to remind everyone that everyone here is part of the Free Admission family. We may have uncles and brothers we don't like, but at the end of the day, we're still a collaboration. Let's not forget
Vince,
that,
who's
guys.
Fat Freddy?
Well, it's not talking about me because I don't spell my name with the IE. So
I don't think any of you guys
I
spell
don't
it
think
with
you're
an
gonna
I.
get out of it that easy.
who is this Vince guy?
He's a fan.
Friend of mine,
He's a friend of yours.
6'4",
a veteran.
260-pound former bounty.
Flores. He's talking about Flores. Been confirmed.
Oh yes, that Fat Freddy. Yeah. That's true.
Oh, all right.
That's the fat one.
We can work with that. He's not here.
He's a bounty hunter.
He used to be.
Oh, nice.
We worked together.
You were a bounty hunter?
Story
I was,
time.
But he
Were,
was better- he
were
was
you
better.
an Were you an intergalactic bounty hunter? Because I've seen
I was
intergalactic.
not Bubba Fett.
Did
Okay,
you ever
tell me
tackle
about-
anybody?
He was the dog. The bounty
Did you
hunter.
mace anybody?
Never maced, once or twice tackled.
You can get down, huh?
There we go.
I mean,
Samoa Joe.
I was a bounty hunter.
Oos.
Really?
That's right,
Well,
ladies and
kinda.
gentlemen. We're getting to the SmackDown Championship.
I used to like
Samoa
find
Joe.
kids. And if they try to run from me, I tackle them,
Once again, thanks
and then take them back to boarding schools and all the fun.
That
shit
wasn't
like
me. I wouldn't
Oh, wait a minute. Wait
have
a minute.
had you on
wait
here
a
for
minute, wait a minute.
$1,000, Joey.
This some chick named Debbie
I mean, I have to
Dupre.
pay the fine.
You couldn't
says
pay
we
me
need some
to be on the
girls
show.
this podcast.
Well, that's a funny question you say that because there was a female that she wanted to be on the podcast
Where is she?
was at the doorway, and then
Tonight?
right now when you said, "Oh, whoever's the fastest guy in here is gonna get in here," she could have just walked in.
She could have, but she didn't.
She identifies as a woman. She messed up.
You
2018.
take those opportunities or they pass you by.
It's true.
I used to be a guy. What's up? It's Debbie. Just hanging out. First one here. But no.
He heard you. He says, "Get down at a bag of chips in the back of the surveillance van." That's Vince.
Nice. I knew he was that kind of guy. Yeah, no, I used to go locate runaways and hunt
Nice
them
haircut,
down.
Robert.
Yeah,
And then-
no. Vince
And then
Vince and I worked together as bail fugitive recovery people when people would skip their bail bonds.
Is that what you got bail
No.
bonds?
I have to confess, because I found my calling elsewhere. He was better than I was,
Town
but we
buffet.
but we worked together. No, we killed some hometown buffet. Don't even go there.
No, there was times where when I did what I was doing, like, we'd get calls from school districts that like, hey, we got this kid, he's not going to school, blah, blah, blah.
Right, you had to find him.
And we'd either find him or they'd send us to his house. And it'd be like 2 a.m, and we'd like
Right.
wake him up.
Yeah.
And they look at you
we,
like,
we did similar
what are
shit.
you
I mean,
doing?
not
You shipped the schools down to San Diego.
Yeah, no, we're never in California.
Oh, really?
California is the only state that doesn't do lockdown facilities.
We-
So because of that, we would take them like to Utah, Florida, Wyoming, Montana, all these camps that were like level 1 lockdown, and they think they're gonna run away. But then when it's like snowing, and it's like -0 it's like, hey buddy, you can go all you want.
Yeah, right.
You go ahead.
Run.
We'll see you in we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
We'll see you when you want dinner.
Yeah, because I mean they let them go without a problem, right?
Well, where are they gonna go?
But the rule was from the stories that I was told from like the counselors on that from these schools, they take away their shoes. So go ahead,
Right.
try to run with no shoes.
We're getting away from the subject at hand because it's easy.
Yeah, I
to
was
do.
gonna say, you guys are talking about bounty hunters. I want to talk about headhunters real quick.
Okay, let's
Who do
talk
you-
about him.
We got this semi-main event match going on right now. I want to know what your opinions on. You got AJ Styles rocking that
Okay.
purple.
Purple.
Can I just say, just straight up, not having almost nothing to do with this,
Yeah.
I'm not an AJ Styles fan. That makes me different than like 99.9% of the fans out there. I am a Samoa Joe fan because he's like that gritty back alley brawl. If I ran into Samoa Joe in an alley, I would have a problem with that. Not saying I wouldn't handle business, but I would have a problem with it.
Book
Whereas
it.
if I ran into AJ Styles in like a hair salon, I would expect it.
Yeah.
You know?
I wouldn't want to catch either one of these guys in an alleyway, whether it's a bigger man or whether it's a long-haired gentleman. I just don't feel safe around those environments. I stick
So
to
who
my
do you
car.
have? Who do you
Oh
have tonight?
damn, he's getting personal. Look at Wendy. Wendy, how you doing? There, look at that.
Well, since Samoa Joe starts off with a little promo cutting, you can only assume that Samoa Joe's coming back for vengeance to take
Yeah,
some
and she
gold.
looks like she's gonna cry. Damn, that's personal. Fuck him up, AJ.
Come on, let
What
him
are you waiting
go.
for?
Get out of the way,
Why you gotta
ref.
do it on the mic?
one of the biggest speculations is always figuring out if something was written.
Samoa Joe mocking Styles. That must mean it's like fucking Tuesday or something.
Well, it's nice AJ Styles shares the same hairstyle as his wife, so.
Hey, can you? What is this?
We all get the same haircut.
That's cold blood. You guys are jacked up, man.
Same hairstyle, same toughness level.
Same mustache.
I mean, this is wrestling talk. So my question is does AJ have insurance on his hair like Palomalo had insurance on his hair? That's a good question.
I don't know. I
know.
Maybe now.
My only question, this is where the bets should be, is Samoa Joe going to tear him in 2 pieces or like 4 pieces?
I seen these guys. I saw these guys work many years ago.
God, I wish I could have seen that
You
shit.
said many years ago, huh? How
I
long
wasn't
ago?
even a
Like
fan.
about 10.
Man, like
They're
2000,
they're
2001,
in
2000, you know, when they
TNA.
were barely starting. No,
They
no,
were- this is back when AJ Styles had short hair. He had a clean
no, I'm not
face.
even talking about that. I'm talking
Before
about,
that, probably.
2001 when they were stars here in SoCal for like
Oh, okay.
PWG
Like
and
XPW,
Revolution
right?
Pro.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
UPW. I forget the name.
I mean,
You've been around a long time.
I've been around too long. Too long. Look at the sad face.
Himself.
I think you're the oldest one in the group.
Hey, you shut up.
But I think he meant like as far as the business. Like I mean, it's business too long. Like
Thank you.
I mean,
Nice save.
Yeah, Peg, how old are you?
44.
I'm 43. So
the first independent show I ever went to was an XPW show.
When do you turn 44?
October 13th.
Yeah, you're same year, 74.
That's right.
What we got here? We got
So we're
six.
both
Tom's
old.
just got a better birthday than you.
We got 6 viewers here.
6 viewers. Bring it up to 20. We'll give away a
Only
raffle
6.
ticket
What the?
to next level.
I only have 5. Oh no, there's 6.
Ready? Vince wants you to speak up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vince. This is these microphones that they got here. Let me fix it. What? Vince, feel free to ask any questions you have.
Vince is a big. He wants to see O'Shea versus Othello. You need to tell him why. He's already bought tickets to next level.
Okay.
You need to tell him why you and Helmuth is going to be next level.
Well, if he wants to see Mikey O'Shea versus Othello, there's two things that are gonna happen here. Othello first is gonna have to keep his title. I mean, Mariachi Loco is no joke.
Mariachi Loco
You've been
is
training
a
with him, right?
I have.
Wily veteran.
And I mean, you're talking about a guy that's on Lucha Underground,
Right.
you know, and he's traveled the entire country, and he's one of the busiest guys I know. So, you know, I know Othello's had his run with Mills with all these young guys and all these smaller body type figures.
Small Rudy Rogers, loser
Yeah.
types.
Now,
Single with somebody his size.
and I'm not saying Mariachi's his size, but the thing is that the experience is gonna make up for that size. And and my money right now, what's in my pocket, which isn't much, probably like $40, I'm going with Mariachi.
Are you really?
I am going. I think he'll pull the upset.
The term I've used is wily veteran.
Hmm?
But I don't know, though. Othello is such a physical body that to get past that, I mean,
Yeah, if I could say a little something about that, because it kind of like threw me off. I remember when Othello had a championship match against Tony Reyes, and I thought that Tony Reyes' experience would make up for the size deficit, you know, but it wasn't. You know, Tony Reyes it looked like he got worked that match.
That was the one recent Othello match I didn't get to see.
Mhm.
What did that look like?
It looked
Is that
like-
better for you,
Was it
Vince?
It looked like Tony was green.
Do you want me to talk
Like,
all?
it looked like he was getting.
Tony
Very
was
white.
green. Tony's had
Like in the sense of like.
like close to like 15 years experience.
Well, I mean, in the sense of like he was being thrown around the whole
Right,
match,
right.
just taking it like
Right.
Now, he had his
Like-
moments to shine, but
he had
at
like
the
two
end
moments
of
to
the,
shine.
at the end of the match, it was all.
Why is Vince trying to match my 40? Oh, it wasn't an open bet. I just said I would bet it. I wouldn't say I was going to lose my 40.
40 on the table, put it
Man,
down.
it's
I'm collecting the Bitcoin.
I am not putting my only 40 bets. It's California. You can barely afford
Got a
rent
long
around this
weekend.
place. Yeah.
Got gas and food to worry about.
Yeah.
Say, Vince, do you
Yeah.
want to get in the match with them or what?
Oh, hey, Vince is bigger than most of the wrestlers, so
Othello is a 7-foot tall LA assassin.
well,
Hey,
come on, that's
hey.
the one.
yeah,
time
you
that
say,
Vince
you
is
know-
nowhere near as big.
He'll get pounded like a Five Guy burger. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey, wait. How does a
Don't touch me,
five-guy
Joey.
burger get pounded?
Football.
Oh, but yeah. So then Vince, you have myself. You're gonna have my returning somewhat of a chubby ass.
Listen,
here.
listen to
Talk like a
this.
man.
No,
He wants me to talk like a
fuck
man.
that chubby ass. Listen to
So,
this.
so Vince, you want to see a fight? You got to come this Saturday, right here at Next Level.
He's actually going to come. He's bought tickets. He's
Got
bought.
tickets.
Oh, you got
He's
tickets.
bought
Oh,
like
even better.
4
Let me
tickets.
put it like this: your money that you spent for whatever you spent on that ticket, I guarantee you that my match alone will be worth that money you put up.
I'll second that.
I'm not even gonna try to promote it for you. I'm just gonna tell you, you're gonna see a fight. You're gonna see someone go down hard, and you're gonna just feel sorry for them.
Not a match, a fight.
A fight.
You're
That's the
right.
key
It's
word.
a fight.
Yes, Austin. There's
I'm
blood.
fighting Freddie versus Freddie. Freddie Helmuth versus Freddie Havoc, the one and only Havoc that wrestles for OCCW.
There's blood in that
No.
match. There's history in that match.
There's
It's-
kendo sticks. We've broken them over our heads.
It's gonna come down
It's
that night.
personal. I'm not even gonna, dude. I'm just gonna give you a spoiler alert. Someone's getting their ass beat.
Yeah, and as Paul Heyman would say, that's
Spoiler alert.
that's yeah. There you go.
And Vince, if you want to take a picture of a real superstar, come meet Joey the Bull, the return of your ring announcer. The one and only, the man with the golden voice. Don't forget, Saturday, Next Level in Garden Grove.
Saturday.
Like you said, you had your money on Mariachi. I'm still going to take Othello, but I think of his whole title reign, Mariachi is probably going to give him the most. But yeah, the most trouble.
But not enough.
Not enough. But a match I really want to see, how our fantasy booking Vince is bringing up Othello versus Mikey. That's a match I want to see. I want to see Mariachi versus Vintage Dragon.
That would be a match. That would be a good way to good fun match. It'd also be a competitive. I mean, those guys bring out the best out of anybody that they wrestle.
Yeah,
Well,
anytime I
that-
see Vintage, I'm just
That'll also
blown
be
away.
a big sell because Vintage and Othello have tangled and burned
Yeah.
the house down with it.
Yeah.
So we already know what Mikey can do. Now we know what these two can do. That would be a great match.
Vintage is very fast. So you need
Becca,
somebody as fast as him.
Becca, this is right here in the city of Orange County, city of Garden Grove. Place is called
On the
California.
Apple Valley.
Apple Valley.
Hey,
you-
there's plenty of
Make the
hotels
drive.
around here.
You might have to make a little drive.
It's
Becca, you can crash on my couch.
you can crash on
There
their
you
couch
go.
over here, and
There
I'm
you
telling
go.
you, that's gonna be worth your
On
drive.
them.
I was right about to offer that, but I just read the comments, and I'm going to
Okay,
leave my opinions to myself.
Becca, please ignore my associates here. But
These are my
but,
associates.
but if you guys come out to Orange County on August 25th, we can get you a place to crash. It's not a big deal. This show is worth the drive, worth the price of admission.
I will make
worth
sure
everything.
that I
Right
make
here.
sure I make it worth your
Freddie
drive.
Havoc will make sure that you get your money's worth. So come out here. Don't worry about everything else. Come out here. You will be taken care of, and you will be given a show.
And it's early enough in the evening that you could drive home afterwards if you really needed to. If you
Apple
didn't
Valley?
want to, yeah.
Jesus.
That's
We're 2 hours away. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't listen to her. That's too far. There's hotels, and you can crash on her couch.
We covered
You guys can come stay, hang out with the Duprees, and then the next day
First off,
you can come off.
Right, it's Dupre.
No, you guys do not get the
Dupre.
right to pray.
Pray.
They can hang out with the Duprees. They can hang out with the
I mean, the Duprees are in wrestling, and these guys are wrestling with this Dupre.
But I'm thinking about Renee.
Do like
Tom.
like please do pray for me. Like that, right?
Well, we do pray that you guys can make it to the Next Level Sports Complex. It'll be next Saturday. You guys stay the night. You guys can spend the next day with us. You guys can come on the podcast, talk about your experience.
That's what
my
you
open
should do.
invitation.
You guys should open it up to fans and see and get the reactions after the show.
It's always open to anybody who likes
That's
to
if
come
you
in
can
and
handle
talk
5
some
guys
trash.
right here. You know what I mean?
Wait.
Nobody handles 5 guys like Joey the Bull.
So wait, let me get this straight. So the OCCW match is Saturday night. If they stay the night in Orange County, then on Sunday afternoon they could come out and hang with you guys here on the podcast and tell you how they did, right?
Tell me your experience. Tell me your
What?
favorite parts. Your
What?
least favorite parts. Get some time in front
What?
of the cameras. I'll make sure to get this big buffoon out of here so you have plenty of space to be seen.
Wow.
But,
exposure.
Yeah, this is all Bullyzone is about is promoting independent wrestling
All right,
through
Becca, no
fans
excuse.
and fans and fans and
Yep,
fans.
Becca needs to come out. There's
Yeah,
no,
we're
there's
excited
no
to have you on the
excuse.
show, Becca. You and your
Family.
come with her family.
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 Her fiance and her son. She said. I believe that's.
Bring
what, I
them
think
down.
that's
Freddie's
right here.
paid attention.
Well, I mean,
I got my
I
phone
like to
off right
read.
now.
No,
Just
you're
I like to
sorry.
read
good,
the people
you're
what
good.
they're
That
saying,
wasn't
you
a
know. So
shot.
make sure we
You're
answer
good.
them.
You're good. You're busy running the show.
How
You're
much?
one of the
busy
matches-
watching the pay-per-view.
This is like one of the matches.
you can
on-
message.
How much before for the tickets to the show? So.
Oh no, I was gonna let her know it's $65 an hour to be on the Bullyzone podcast. It's another $35 to R.
Yeah,
it's
well-
another 35 to RSVP, and
Yeah,
that's
you'll get your bills at the end.
You bring fried chicken,
I'm
it's free.
working on it.
If it's fried
Tom
chicken,
right here
you
will
get
message
audio,
you
no
with all
visual.
info. I
To
won't.
keep you off camera.
He'll definitely hook you up.
Like, damn, really backpaid. But, ladies and gentlemen, like our boy Austin Largo was saying, this is a match to be in anticipation of. This is AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the championship. The room is divided between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, and it looks like
No, it
they're...
isn't. Samoa Joe's got it.
I like Samoa Joe.
I'm a SoCal fan. Samoa Joe, SoCal. Samoa Joe.
Straight out on HB.
Did you know that he trains with Tito Ortiz?
He actually does. He's very... He puts the hands on him.
They're good friends.
Samoa Joe's that real deal, you know.
He's the real deal until he gets injured. So that's the only reason it's been ever since Samoa Joe's been
So
up
do
here.
you have
A
AJ
bias
Styles?
against? Do I have a bias against people that are disabled and handicapped due to their wrestling capabilities? Yes, Billy Bonds, because I'd love to see someone like Billy Bonds in the ring officiating, or I'd love to see someone like Samoa Joe take the title off Jinder, but no. Instead, I had to see AJ Styles and Jinder. Instead, I had to see other referees instead of my Billy Bonds.
Killing me.
Do you get what I'm kind of getting
I
at?
get you.
So
I feel you.
It's called being let down.
I may sneak attack you and knock you out in some
Peg
future
Leg still walk by the
podcast.
ring. Just when it comes back down, it comes back out. Take him a while. You know what I mean?
Oh man, looks like Samoa Joe's about to fly high, ladies and gentlemen.
I see.
Caught
Samoa
it.
Joe and I have that same physique training.
Yeah.
Well, one of you guys got a boot. So you got the body.
You should wear some shorts like that. I dare you. Triple dog.
Triple Dog Day.
Nobody
Put in the
wants
next
to
show.
see that.
Free tickets to the
I
next
called
show.
you out, so apparently I want to see this.
Freddie Havoc has just challenged Billy Bonds to a wearing short shorts contest.
Oh God, I don't even want to see that. And I'm
No,
married.
no, I'm not wearing the short
No,
shorts.
he's calling him out. Yes.
I'm calling him out. That he said that he's got the Samoa Joe body. So I want him to see him wear the Samoa Joe
Nobody
shorts.
wants to see
I will provide the
Okay.
towel.
Can he wear
Let's-
shorts as high as Samoa Joe
Yes,
does?
yes, he
Yeah.
can. Okay, guys, let's take a vote
You
here.
have to.
Just ask him to
Hit
take-
the like button if you want to see Tom Dupree.
No, Billy Bonds.
Billy Bonds, I'm sorry. Billy Bonds. Billy. You want to see Billy wear some short shorts.
I'm already
Look at all those likes. Look at all those
You
likes.
just said it.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you just said it and people just liked it.
Look at that.
Right.
That's
Okay.
That's not me
Ne-
either. That's
Next
wrong.
Sunday, he's got to do it.
next Sunday. I think you're busy.
Put some angry
Oh,
faces for Joey the Bull.
Vince says Gimpy Bonds.
Tell Joey the
Gimpy
Bull.
Bonds, he supports it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Next.
Who are these
Saturday,
angry little
next Sunday.
faces?
No, I just said whoever wants to see Joey the Bull in tiny shorts, put some angry faces up there.
No, angry faces. All right.
We want to love that because we don't want to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
Oh my goodness.
We don't want to
Well, I
bleach
love
her
faces. See,
eyes.
they're
No
love
way.
faces.
I got a couple of each going on. We got some love, some hate.
That's what I'm saying, because Joey the Bull's
I
packing
got
like a
couple
bull.
of tears. People
Aw.
have tears.
Yeah, that's.
They want to see
Look
Lance.
again.
Yeah, but those
Sure
tears
is
are of joy. Those are tears of joy.
They want to see Austin stand up.
So
right now.
again-
That's what it is.
Austin, what?
We got this going on. We got look at that. Look at
Jesus.
look at our views go up. Our views, we are bringing the
We
people
are
here.
up, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
remember Sasha got that old man out of here. Look at the views.
Right.
Can I do it? Can I do a cheap plug? Cheap plug.
Do it.
So next Sunday, actually, I will be doing a walk for the the Disney Chalk Walk.
Yes.
I'm participating, so I'm gonna share a link later. I'm accepting anything, guys. We're trying to reach a goal here of at least $100. I'm about $50 away from that, so it isn't much, But if you guys can donate even $1, every dollar helps.
Is
We're
there
trying
a
to
link
raise
our
money.
Producer Rob can put up and pin.
I can do that if he needs one. I am doing the Disney Chalk Walk on Sunday,
Nice.
so I'll be waking my ass up after I beat the crap out of Freddie Helmuth.
Been to Disney for free?
No, I wish they're too cheap. Those bastards make too much money. They can't afford us.
I'll donate.
But they did say
Yeah, they
that-
got milk you for everything over there at Disney.
but they did say that we get special price tickets, and I looked at the price. It was only like $5 off. So I don't know what the hell the special price was.
wait,
Woo,
wait.
$5.
I'm trying to help you here.
But that's the chalk
I'm
walk.
drunk.
Disney.
Chalks. That's CHOC.
Look at that. That's a $20
$20
donation right here.
Donation, $20 right there.
Don't take
right
advantage
there.
of
Thank
the
you very
drunk woman,
much.
Freddie.
We got a donation.
Chalk
Walk for the Children's Hospital of Orange County. We are walking out there. We're trying to just raise money and do something great for the city of Orange and the kids. It's more about the kids than it is us. I know we're all about bullying, and some of us are anti-bullies.
Nope.
But this is kids that need help, and that's what I do.
Even here's a little secret, Freddie.
Go ahead.
Even the Bullyzone is about the kids and about the fans.
Trust me, Bullyzone's family friendly. We love to bully sicknesses. We love to bully the disease.
Otherwise, but they're about the families and about the
We're
kids.
bad boys with hearts of
And
gold.
I've even posted in the past, and this goes to any
I
wrestler.
think our producer Rob's trying to get a link set up right now.
I'll make sure to get that to you, Rob. But I will say this also
Vince Shields
to any
says,
promoters, wrestlers out there, if you guys even donate.
I got your 50.
Oh, he's matching your.
Oh, he's going.
He's sending you $50.
Awesome. That is awesome stuff, guys. Also,
Joe, you might have to pull out some more of those hundreds. Look
I-
at, whoa, look at those.
So I did-
Over
I can
here.
afford to beat his ass right now.
Oh my
Took
god.
out life savings
Time
just
you right
to.
now.
on top of that,
Jesus,
if you're a wrestler
Act
out
like
there or a
something.
promoter out there, if you want me, I said if you guys even donate $1, I'm doing a raffle this Wednesday live on Facebook.
This
Any
Wednesday
any
live.
wrestler or promoter that donates even $1, I will happily wear your T-shirt during the walk to
Wait,
sell.
what if a bunch of
promote.
people donate $1? How you gonna wear all?
Well, if you have a shirt that you want me to wear for you, I will put it in the raffle.
I don't have.
Yeah,
to
the raffles are.
So that includes Bullyzone.
Yeah,
Okay.
That includes. Yeah. I will
Well,
wear that shirt.
I got one. I got an
After the show, we'll make sure to make a donation
But you have to
through the
donate
link.
to make sure he does that.
Yeah, like I said, all it is $1. I'm not asking for more than $1. You donate $1, that's all I.
I got like 98 pennies. You got 2 cents to
98
say. We can make a contribution.
It's a team effort.
I have. We have them.
Maybe Ross throwing a buck or two.
Here's for the Bullyzone.
Well, the day. There we go.
Oh!
There we go. Raise $26 right here.
Wait, hold on,
I can afford these fights,
hold
son.
on, wait. Did Billy, Joey the Bull,
Take 2.
just donate for the Bullyzone?
He did.
He made
I
a
saw it.
contribution on our behalf, and I will
What?
happily accept and thank
You know,
you
I got
for
love. I got love for
Hey,
everybody.
Oh, thank you for
I
that.
got love for everybody.
Because this is for the kids.
Love for the kids is universal. We put our differences aside.
It's for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kids.
We put our differences
See, I'm down for
aside.
that.
If you see my last Crashers podcast,
no matter
it's
how
all about the
much,
kids.
no matter how much the opposition might.
And we just have it dropped right now, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it on the screen.
Producer Rob,
happening here?
where can I send this to? Where can I send the link to?
No.
He just sent a link to the website chalkwalk.org.
Oh, did you? You found my
Yeah.
thing?
These slow bastards.
It's just a chalkwalk.
Can you pin it?
Okay. But is that mine?
I don't think it's send it through.
You're awesome.
It's
Just send it.
I am.
Can you copy and paste it? Put it on the chat,
Yeah, give me 1 second here. I will take care of that right now.
Liquid up on the table here.
and
yeah,
then
'cause, the site we have here is http dash.
so I think that's just the site for the whole organization, the
That's
whole
right.
chalk walk.
I'll get my actual link up here. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, let's support our talent.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my actual link. Yeah.
It's like his own little.
He's gonna put it on the chat and then just pin it. But if you want to donate just to the whole organization, we have
A scrolling link.
scrolling link going across the screen right now.
I'm looking on camera.
So I click on the thing, and then where do I go from here to put it up?
Just post it in the comments, and then we'll post it as the top comment. Like it'll be super pinned.
There it is, right there. I just posted it.
There you go.
Let's
Oh
go.
yeah, you can even change it. It's just Freddie Havoc's URL at the end.
And again, thank you to everybody in advance who is donating. I got $26 right here. Bullyzone, you are put in the raffle, and at the moment, you are the first team in the raffle. So if that's the way it goes, you guys will
Yeah.
be automatic
Cut
winners.
this broadcast.
Automatic
Nobody
fade.
else needs to know.
Right. We don't need to hear from
The
anybody else.
$20 I donated goes towards the Bad Billy Bob.
To nothing. Yo, wait. Hold on. Bad Billy
I will
Bob.
we're Billy's shirt.
He doesn't have one. That's the problem.
The shirt
That's
off
okay.
the
The
chat
one
right
he's
now.
wearing. The one he's wearing.
Oh
He's
wait.
gonna wear the one you're wearing. He'd probably like a gun.
Bullyzone double dipping.
Double dipping in this poll.
I don't know. It's kind of biased.
That's
could
fine.
always rock something you like. You know, you could support wrestlers that don't wrestle anymore, such as our good friend Max Ammo over there hanging out in Colombia. How you doing, boss? We love you.
Max Ammo.
You suck because you went right to the thing that I can't deny. Max Ammo.
That's our boy right there having fun in Colombia. We just found out his boy's going to get married in the next 12 months.
Living that life in Colombia.
Living his best life.
No, he's on his way. He's got something in the... I don't know. I can't speak Spanish.
Rocking some Mr. and Mrs. coffee cups the other day.
I heard,
That is very true. We
I
need to-
heard that he's got the rest of his days figured out just by writing. He is I don't know what it is, but he is writing his way into the rest of his time.
Working on a memoir.
The professor's taking care of this, and I appreciate this. One more time, guys. Thank you guys for allowing me to
Magic pen.
do a
No
cheap
problem.
plug here.
Anything for
I'm
the kids,
working
you
on
know.
that
I'm glad to
myself.
help
Is this
out.
match
I'm
over?
a little bit behind.
It's gonna
you,
be.
Max.
Is this going? What is going on here? AJ Styles?
Yes.
AJ Styles
No,
is
he
getting
won't
choked
tap.
out.
He's close to the rope. He's gonna hit that rope break.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
no,
he
he's
is. That
not.
leg- that
No,
leg-
he's
that
not.
leg-
No
There
way.
you go.
There it is.
No
Right
way.
there,
No
that right
way.
leg. That right leg.
No, come on, Joe.
That right leg.
Let's
He tapped.
Joe.
He's on the rope. Oh! Is John?
Hey, whoa. Who's this?
What do you got for us, Sean?
this?
More liquor!
What?
Wow.
Where'd you steal that from?
What?
From my boss,
give
proprietor, and
me one
owner of Orange
second.
County Championship
Benefits
Wrestling.
Lopez, I will give you the entire card,
What
not
just
in the specific
happened?
order. Give me 1 second here.
What just
A
happened?
Pacific order?
Not specific.
No, specific.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll be right back.
Holy shit.
John Malice just laid down the law with
Freddie
this
just
bottle of
left.
Hornitos tequila. Looks like me and Joey the Bull are going to be a lot more friendlier throughout this podcast.
Hey, I don't want to know how friendly you and Joey get.
Hey, I found a nickel on the ground. We're going to contribute it towards the chalk walk.
Boom.
Chalk lock.
2705. ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
money, baby.
Money.
That's money.
Cash.
Goes towards your-
Yes.
That's money.
Give me my money.
Chalk walk here.
Give my money.
Here, money. Chalk walk, baby. All about the kids.
Becca says she got Samoa for the win.
What?
You guessed right in the women's. Who
Oh,
knows?
what? Here, take that before.
I
it
got
goes
I got
off.
another nickel here going towards the donation. All right, let me see. Benefits Lopez. Here is the card for next Saturday's show. Not in the specific order. The matches will not be in this order, but this is just the specific of every match that's going down. You're gonna have Heidi versus Uber Stud. You'll have Malcor versus 10 Bears.
Gino Rivera, thanks for watching. How's it going, boss?
You have
Big
10
fan.
Bears coming back.
Huh.
You will have Little Cholo
What?
versus Amazing Junior.
What?
You also have Voodoo versus
Oh, my
Drew
God.
Drew Masters. You will also see Suburban Justice versus La Raza.
Excited for that.
You'll have was it Marcus Frey, BA,
Nah.
versus Azrael. That's gonna be a good one. Actually, that's gotten personal in many different levels.
Oh, wait, did the matches end with disqualification?
will
AJ just
also have-
retained.
Myself, Freddie Havoc versus Freddie Helmuth, the Battle of Freddy's. That's going to be a barn burner. And your main event, this is the only one that I can tell you that is going to be in that order. Your main event's going to be that fellow Othello versus my boy, my pick for your new OCCW champion, Mariachi Loco.
Mariachi Loco.
Freddie Havoc, we just got exclusive viewing and a quick question from Gino Rivera himself.
Gino Rivera, Limelight.
That's right. He wants to know, he's been a fan of Freddie for years. Any advice he can give me on being a better wrestler?
I can't even take this one seriously
go,
because
No,
I
you trained with him. Let's hear it.
I have not trained with Gino Rivera.
I thought you
I've wrestled in the same shows as he has, and I'll say this: if anything, I'm learning from him. That he's a good wrestler,
respect.
and it's somebody that I like to look at, and I love what he does in the ring. But if I'm gonna give any advice to anybody, it's kind of my advice that I should have taken on myself, is just keep training.
Keep training.
You
keep
know,
pushing.
be open and free to learn from anybody you can learn from.
know
Who
that
would have
guy.
thought I'd be training with guys like Mariachi
was
Loco
Finley.
and Cholo? I mean, you're going from American style to lucha. and it's something that
Big change.
I should have kept myself going. And I've gotten the invitation to go train on Tuesday nights as well with Los Luchas, who are down in that Santino brothers, two guys who I've known since 2001 or 2. So, I mean, we go way back.
Some time, yes.
Yeah, we go way back. I mean, we trained together back in the day, and they helped me learn some lucha and perfect my craft there. But again, I didn't take it seriously. So if I'm going to give any advice, and this advice should be followed by myself as well, is just train, don't give up, and have fun.
There you go. Thank you very much. That was a very insightful answer for you right there.
Hold on,
I'm sorry.
So the end of SummerSlam, you see AJ Styles lost his cool. He retained his title, lost the match with disqualification.
This got personal.
Let me ask you
Why
something.
is AJ bleeding? Is everybody bleeding these days?
That's what
Hey, we can't have PG, PG wrestling.
until SummerSlam.
not here on Bullyzone. Hey,
It's PG.
Lance has got something for you.
What's going on?
So you're gonna have a match against Helmuth. It's gonna be emotional. It's gonna be driven by what's going on. Are you gonna lose your cool? Do you think you'll be able to win the match, or you don't care if you get disqualified? Like, you gotta think about it logically. Do you want to get the win, or do you just want to kick his ass and take the L?
We all want that. We all want that W. And I'm gonna have to learn to check myself, keep myself in check. I can't promise that it's gonna.
Of course not. AJ couldn't promise that either, as we all saw. So,
but you know what? I've had these issues before with gentlemen by the name of Fern Owens, who's gone personal, as I'm a part of a charitable group called the Chive Charities.
Yes, sir. I've heard.
And he wasn't a fan of what I did about the whole protecting the underdog and doing all that. He went as far as even, grabbing my sacred flag and burning it in the middle of the ring while I watched there when I had my shoulder separated from my arm. I was out of commission. He knew I couldn't wrestle. I couldn't compete. They lured me out, and next thing you know, I'm watching, someone who I thought was a friend of mine, as far as his manager, his representative, you could say, was there burning my flag right in front of my face, in front of all my fans, in front of people that do charitable work with me. And it got personal. It got so personal that we had a big fight, and I didn't win that last fight, but I let him know that I wasn't going anywhere, and we beat the hell out of each other. And I had a concussion. I had a whole bunch of crap happen to me. I had lumps on my head, but I didn't care. It was worth it. For every lump that I had, I know he had another one. So I've been in these types of situations before, but anything can happen. And I think I have an answer, a question here for Gino, because he's saying, how do you get to the WWE?
Yes, I was about to ask.
Gino, my question is you can answer that one for me. How do you get there? I mean, we've all seen you on there. We've all seen you do your thing. We've seen you on the 205 live. So give us a secret, boss. How'd you get us? What can we do to get there where you've been?
Yeah, I've been following Gino. Gino's been running around. He just got out of Arizona on his way back to California. I heard he's making his way to Hawaii to have his first sold match.
That's exciting. And I think that's where his family's from or where he's from. I might be wrong on this.
He's met some family that he wants to meet for the first time. It's not really my business to say, but what I've seen on Facebook is that he's going to be reacquainted with some family. It's going to be his first match in Hawaii, so it's the best of both worlds. We all know Gino's working on his video biography, so this is going to come into play when he makes his debut in Hawaii. But he's been over there on the WWE side of things. We've had OCCW members on the WWE side of things. We've had plenty of independent wrestlers on the WWE side of things. So really, I got to ask you, how are you going to get to the WWE? You got one leg.
Hey, if Zach Gowen can get there literally with one leg, I think Tom can do it.
Yeah, Tom's only gonna make it if he buys a ticket.
Oh,
Billy Bonds.
That's you know what?
Billy Bonds.
Billy Bonds. Question of the hour.
What's the question?
Stay at home or go to WWE.
If Billy Bonds got the call up to officiate a WWE match.
Just wait by her. Just go ahead. Just say wait by her.
She ain't going anywhere.
No, but you are. When you go to WWE, you're gone.
Oh, wow.
You're gone 11 months out of the year.
Who are you guys? If I got the opportunity to officiate a WWE match, I would absolutely do it. but we're talking about the absolute next level. We're talking about training, the likes of which I have not done at this point. But yes, I would absolutely officiate a
Enjoy the snacks, thank you.
WWE match.
Yes.
And the bigger, the better.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's all we can hope for here at Bullyzone Wrestle. We really do want to promote all the independent wrestlers, independent people, give them that credibility, that notoriety, to give them that access to, reach higher platforms, and
it's not just WWE. I mean, there's guys that want to be in Ring of Honor. That's their goal. There's guys that want to go to Japan.
There's guys that just want to make it onto OCCW or just make it onto a place.
I don't want to interrupt you, Freddie, but you have to give some time to All In. What
Oh,
Cody
and-
Rhodes
and
the
All
Young
In, yeah.
Bucks and those guys have done is just.
Oh, and I didn't mean to leave them out, but yeah, I mean, there's goals. I mean, we don't know how far All In's gonna go. Is this a one and done? Is this just to prove a point?
Yeah,
or,
it's just
or
going
is
to be
it,
an annual thing.
yeah?
Like,
you
can
know,
they pull it
what-
off 2 years in a row? Like, what's the turnout going to be?
What's
Like,
the goal for them? I haven't gotten that far into finding out. I'm pretty sure there's guys out there that know what's going on behind the doors. I mean, hell, I wouldn't mind working an All In show. I mean,
If you need a referee,
for All In, contact either one of these gents.
I know there's work to be done to get to that level, and those are top competing guys at that level. And much respect to anybody that's in the All In Ring of Honor, in New Japan. You name a place,
He broke his
anybody.
guitar.
That's a damn shame.
What the hell happened?
right? Look at that.
Supposed to be the biggest part of the summer. What are you doing, boss?
Supposed to do an after show. How's he gonna do
Once
an
again, anybody out there watching,
With a
you guys
different
see
guitar.
that scroll at the bottom, somewhere around there where my finger is. I can't even see, but yeah, right there. Feel free. I am once again. I'm walking next Sunday, for the Chalk Walk, the Disney Chalk Walk, where I will be walking and raising money for children of Children's Hospital of Orange County. Just some things that I do on the side. Not all heroes wear capes. I guess that's the saying that we say nowadays. So if you guys can help, even with $1, click on that link. Every dollar is useful. I mean, and then it's actually a true thing. I mean, if you think about it, you make a goal. There's millions of people that live on this planet, and if everybody had just donated $1, that's $1 million you could raise,
You got to keep pushing that shit because dumb shits like me, where shit's not right in their face, they don't realize it. Seriously.
In one ear and out the other.
Exactly.
Your wife already donated $20.
Yeah, it's true.
There you go.
And
My
thank
wife
you guys
already
here.
donated
And you said
$20.
again that you'll be doing a raffle this Wednesday or
Yeah,
this
on
Tuesday?
Wednesday, either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna post it on my Facebook when I'm going live.
Okay.
I'm gonna put everybody's name. That's as far as if it's the wrestler or promoter or a podcast such as the Bullyzone here. You guys will all be put in there. I'll do it live to make it fair. The persons that I pull out, I will wear their shirt when I do the walk as a big thank you. Yeah, I want to do a thank you and also help promote. That's what we do here. We support each other. We support this business that we love so much that we sacrificed our bodies for. And I mean, I figured, I'll go out there. I'll rock your shirt. People ask me, who is this? What's this? I'll make sure that I put your name out there. And
That alone is
just
awesome.
want to promote as much as I can and keep this business alive.
So if you want to be a good person, chive on like your boy Freddie Havoc
Get a
here.
Bullyzone shirt out there.
Well, hey, at the moment, Bullyzone's the only one in the raffle because nobody else. Up until now, it's like I haven't had the platform to promote it. I've done it on my Facebook, and it seems
no,
those
we gotta-
Kiki videos get
gotta
more
shoot.
likes than you try to do a good cause. So
That says all that needs to be said about humanity right there.
right. So I'm just trying to do my part, trying to help out and do my thing. Hey, Sophie, how you doing? That's my aunt, my twin. We call her twin.
What's up?
Thank you guys for joining. This great podcast here. We're trying to do our thing.
Great time.
We're having food, snacks here. Thank you guys for
No problem.
supplying
Thank you for
and-
coming
and
on
having
down.
us. Like I said, we've talked about coming out. I know that I've been approached about finding out a little more about what the chive is and what I do for them. So
Yes.
we'll definitely set a day up for that where I can come in and
Walk me through it. Talk me through. I want to be an onion.
So
All right.
the Chivers Club. It's just a group of people out there who we believe in making this world a happier place. Just 10%. We just say 10%, make the world 10% happier. We have a method. We have a mentality.
At a time.
And it's as simple as just saying a good hello, a good morning. I mean, how many times have you guys walked down the street, you make eye contact with somebody, and right away they look away, or you look away? it's like nobody knows how to interact with people anymore. You know, even a simple holding the door open. You know, how hard is it? Yeah.
A lost art.
So we do this. It's about the small things. At the same time, we like to help the communities out. You know, we do a lot of charitable work with animal shelters. You know, we try to help people out that are in need of help. Children with rare diseases and families that are struggling to pay financial bills, as well as first aid responders and first responders, from policemen to firemen to paramedics. We hold events and we just try to raise money for those that don't get government assistance. With that said, the way we do it is very different. We call it Party with a Purpose. We all like to have a drink. We all like to raise a glass to the underdog. And, you know, we found a way where we can raise money at the same time have fun, because you drop that word charity or you're doing this. A lot of people are like, what do you put for? What's this? Start asking questions. So the way we've done it and figured out is we get in connection with the bar, a pub, a brewery, and we hold events in there. The bars and brewers and all that, they give us, a percentage of what they make for the night, as well as 100% of the door proceeds. Sometimes it's a $10 ticket, sometimes it's a $20 ticket. Just to get in, you go in, you have a good time, you meet people, you mingle, you network, and at the end of the day, you can go in there and be free. I mean, I've gone to these events dressed as luchadors, because I've learned that a lot of people that go to these events like wrestling. They're huge John Cena fans, and John Cena's actually a fan of the Chive.
Show me that link.
That's awesome.
So it's one of those great things where it followed me into pro wrestling. I mean, when I came into pro wrestling or independent wrestling, when I made my return, it was just Freddie Havoc, and the fans started following me on social media, and they started seeing that I do all this charitable work and do this for the Chive and all the local groups out here in California. That, they started making signs for me, calling me the Chiver, and they would put the KCCO on them, and they would go to the websites and buy shirts, and like next I'm going in front of my fans at UEW at this time, and they were wearing the green shirts, they were wearing the Chive shirts, they were wearing the Bill Murray shirts, and it was like holy smokes. Like, for me, it was a little hard to overtake, because I look at myself as just a regular guy, not somebody who's a superhero.
Who's an idol, someone who's looked up to. And
I mean, they liked what I did, and they respected it, and from then on it's started calling me the Chiver everywhere I went. Hey, there goes the Chiver, there's a Chiver. And I looked at that and took it as a badge of honor, like, thanks. I mean, I appreciate and respect the fact and humble that they like what I do, because as he mentioned earlier, Billy here, the humanity in this world is not the same what it used to be back in the day. So we try to help. We don't think we're better than anybody else. We look at it as we're just a group of people who are trying to make a difference, even if it's just 10%. And I mean, we've been able to do it, and we've had a great time doing it. And at the same time, we've been able to raise money. I mean, I've met wrestling fans through this, and friends. We became good friends all the way as far as Chicago.
Oh wow!
And they're trying to get me booked on shows in Chicago, and it's not even because the whole Chive thing became like a network. Like, hey, we know promoters. Can we put a word out? I was like, hey, if you guys can get me booked in Chicago, Florida, wherever you guys want to try to get me booked, by all means, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
But in one sense, it's almost like the pay it forward effect. While I'm here helping somebody else, somebody's helping me by putting my name out there. Like, hey, man, you should get this guy here.
Right.
And I mean, it's almost funny because there's guys that are Chivers that are wrestling, but they don't wear the gear. They don't wear the Chive shirt or anything like that. But they see me walk in, and I got my Keep Calm and Chive On t-shirts. Like, wait, you Chive? Like, oh yeah. How you doing? I mean, I've gone to bars and I don't ever see the person, but I'll go to a bar and then the bartender comes up to me. He's like, hey man, somebody said Chive On and to give you this beer. Yeah. And and we call it a random act of kindness. It's like, oh my God, like that's cool. Someone bought me a beer without having to do anything. And it's almost happens in anything. Like I've done stuff like picked up a tab for somebody just because if they pay it forward to me, why not do it to that? A few years back, I went to go have dinner with some friends for my birthday. And when I went back to my, at the time I was riding a motorcycle, so I went back to the bike and there was an envelope on, underneath the windshield of the bike. I was like, that's weird. So I opened it up and it was a note that said, hey man, I saw you getting off your bike, Chive On, next beer's on me, and left the $20 right there for me. Like, I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah. So. It definitely is a community of people that support each other and got each other's backs through this.
And it's crazy. I mean, like these events that we have and hold, people dressed up in wild costumes. It's a place that's like a judge-free zone. Like we held an event in San Diego, and this one guy came dressed as Stone Cold Steve Austin. full trunks, full vest,
Yeah.
bald head, the full nine. I'm just,
Oh man.
and I'm sitting there just kind of laughing. And my buddy and I are like, "Is this guy for real?" Like, "Hey man, I gotta get a picture with Stone Cold. I'll
Yeah.
never get this close." And I mean,
Never see this again.
what was it? A few months back, the group out in Chicago, they held their event, and Mickey James showed up. I guess she heard about the event. And I guess she supported it, and
Yeah.
she showed up with a few other WWE guys showed up because they had just done a pay-per-view, or we're gonna do the pay-per-view the following night. Whatever event was in Chicago recently. So I thought that was freaking amazing that
Yeah.
the wrestlers themselves have done that, and you'll see John Cena comes out. And you'll see him even like if you watch the Total Divas show, whatever that show is, the Bellas, whatever show that
Yeah.
is. Every now and then he's wearing like a shirt that has Bill Murray's face on it, or it says KCCO. That's what a Chive shirt is.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, or he calls them out like on like I think there was one time on SmackDown he right now he's like, "Oh, the Chive's in the house," and he pointed at a group of people
Yeah.
somewhere up high that were with
Were
their
chiving,
flag.
yeah.
They had the flag, and he called them out. And
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that he helps, like he does a little extra sometimes,
Yeah.
because he sees them, he wants to pay it forward, and he brings them into the ring at the end of the show, take pictures with them inside the ring.
Well, I love to hate to cut you out, but I just want to point out that the Miz is here, ladies and gentlemen. This could only mean that greatness has arrived. And when
think,
greatness arrives, mediocrity
Mel-
departs.
La Thunder Rosa, if you're still watching, hola Thunder Rosa, ¿cómo estás, amiga? La mera mera. Hey guys, if you guys are in Texas, follow her. She's awesome. She's great. She's a great wrestler. Someone that I became good friends with and admire. So I apologize if I missed your hello, pero ¿cómo estás, amiga? Hey, you guys respect. Say hello to Thunder Rosa.
What's up,
Hola,
Thunder Rosa?
amiga.
¿Cómo estás,
Thunder
mija?
Rosa.
You are drunk.
Hey, really
We have
quick,
Billy
guys.
Bonds.
Billy Bonds is gonna skip out and let you all finish off the podcast.
Where are
here.
you going?
I'm not going anywhere. Just
Are you gonna stumble?
He has to go close his eyes in the other room.
Oh, he's gotta go get his scooter.
take it
I'm
easy,
gonna
guys.
get away here. Give me a second.
Thanks for having me.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Billy Bonds is out.
Bad
Thank
man
you for
Billy
having
Bonds.
us. Billy Bonds is scheduled to appear in like the next 2 years, whenever he recovers. So stay on the
Wait a
lookout
minute.
for him.
So Thunder Rosa says I never say hello to her on the streets. Thunder Rosa, who was the one that went to go look for you in New Orleans during WrestleMania weekend?
It wasn't me.
I know it was me. I saw you. Took a picture with you.
Thunder Rosa, is an honor to have you talking to me right now.
On the streets.
Wish I was.
It's
wish
funny
you were
'cause
here
you-
to say hey.
Because she says the streets, but it's like, you live in Texas, I live in LA. I don't think we would ever run each other into the
Yeah.
streets.
Wrong streets.
This is the streets of
That'd be
Compton.
amazing if that ever happened.
How do you feel about this whole Miz and Daniel Bryan going on right here?
Oh, this is gotten real personal. I'm really excited. I never thought to be 100% honest, I never thought I'd get to see this match. Just because of the injuries, the concussions that Daniel Bryan has had. I'm excited. I'm really digging the gears. But you know what? At the same time, I want to say, screw you, Daniel Bryan.
There you go.
Because I noticed what you're doing there, buddy.
Yeah.
You're wearing those cheesy-ass Seattle Seahawks colors
I was
because
about
you're a
to say
Seattle
that.
Seahawks fan. So, football season's back. F the Seahawks.
Go Raiders.
Raiders!
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I'm a Raider fan. We might lose fans for that one, but I don't care.
Raider.
I'm proud.
I don't know. We're kind of repping Raider colors here at the Bullyzone.
Victor, muchas gracias, Victor. All the way from Mexico.
Black and white, black.
Gracias por el apoyo. Y una pelea muy grande el sábado que viene y ojalá que lo pongan en Facebook para ustedes.
There you go.
Yes, I speak
No habla español from the white girl.
I was saying hello to my friend Victor, who's writing for me from Mexico.
Hey, Victor, welcome.
Who are there giving me their support for
Hola.
kicking ass.
I wish I had my mask on right now. I
We're
talk
very
s-
cultural.
I only talk in
Have
Spanish when I have my
friend-
mask on from Lucha Pro. If you ever
Lucha Pro.
noticed that.
Do you know Spanish?
Only when I have a mask on, it's weird. Whenever I'm in Los Angeles doing a show, like, oh my god, I'm on fire. But right now, like, I don't even know how to say hi in Spanish. Like, wow.
Hola.
Our viewers are up and down all over the place.
Yeah, it's been like about a 2-hour podcast. This is new, probably a first in free admission history, going over the 2-hour mark. But hey, it's SummerSlam.
You have a lot of guests, and there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, so thank you again for everybody that's tuning in to watch.
Oh, trying to choke slam.
Daniel Bryan going for a choke? Nope, he's just very angry throwing those fists. But yeah, you got a lot of viewers, you got a lot of guests here. A lot of things to talk about. Like Daniel Bryan's return and these chops and these kicks. I don't know. Obviously, Bullyzone's got their money on The Miz. I mean, They got a beautiful baby girl
Right.
hanging out in the corner with
Miss,
Maurice.
just slow it down, Miss. You know.
Oh, I thought you were filming. I was like, hi. Is
What was it,
is Jonathan
Birdie?
Malice asleep over there? What's going on with
Yeah,
Jonathan
that's-
Malice?
Birdie is a child of Daniel Bryan, and then
I think
the
Monroe.
Miz just had a baby, Monroe.
Like, oh,
I don't know anything about this, ladies and gentlemen. The views and opinions of Orange County Championship Wrestling do not
The Miz needs to go back.
represent the views and opinions.
what? So, anything else you guys interested in? We're watching here, The Miz. Any questions, comments, concerns?
So going back to
Going back to last night, San Diego. San Diego was hot last night.
Yes.
Ground Zero.
you weren't at Ground Zero. You were at Ground Zero, Miss.
I was at Ground Zero.
You went. Oh yeah, you double dipped into both.
I
shows.
triple dipped.
Triple dip. Oh yes,
Triple
you did
dip.
see me. So back to
Wow.
what we said earlier in the show. Me, Billy Bonds, and Freddie Havoc were all in San Diego last night, attending 3 different shows. It turns out Freddie Havoc attended all 3 shows. So out of the 3 of them, which was the hottest? Cause it's all in San Diego.
As far
It's
as
just a matter of
hottest
atmosphere.
in which way?
Like fucking sweating my balls off. Why am I here?
Has to be Ground Zero.
Yeah.
Ground Zero was rough. The heat wise, it was rough. It was I didn't even get in. I had to watch from the door.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, they had what, like 20,000 fans in there. Now I'm not talking about fans like wrestling fans. I'm talking about like spinning fans there, trying to keep people cool. It was hot as balls in there. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was.
It's cooler than last time.
I think a lot of the wrestlers were sweating before the match even started.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was just rough.
That's gotta be rough as a performer, having to go out there. You know, you're already just sweating, probably just warming up in the back, right? And having to go out there and that. I'm guessing, you know, that many bodies probably
It's
had
like
to be
stale
close to,
heat, like being in a club or something.
Yeah.
pushing like 80, 90 degrees. In
I
there.
started working, and I
Yeah.
started working shows in the sense because I, went to 3 shows. So I started working my first show at 6:30. That was Baja Stars. First time there, they had me do a referee, right there off Coronado, and I show up, and they're like, "Hey, our other referee didn't show up, so you're gonna have to do all the matches."
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is going into my super awesome showdown. That's right.
Time, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fine. So I figured I had time. The main event went on at 8 o'clock. So as soon as it was done, I got dressed and I rushed right over. But I got to wrestle, lucha libre style matches, great matches. In my opinion, and this is a cheap plug for these guys. And I hate that I can't remember the 4th competitor in this match, but match of the night, in my opinion, was for the cruiserweight title that was between Danny Limelight, was it Rocket Boy?
Rocket Boy,
Yeah,
DeMarco Wilson.
DeMarco
yeah.
Wilson.
Great. Great.
What's his name? Adrian Quest. And there was a 4th guy in there, and I hate that. I'm sorry that if you watch this, or if you're watching this, or anybody here that's watching this knows him, because I don't remember his name. But this other competitor in there, all 4 guys, in my opinion, tore the house down.
Just gave it hell.
They gave it their all. It was a fatal 4-way. Action was everywhere. I'm here running back and forth, making sure I'm not missing the counts. Jumping back and forth. And these 4 guys, tore it down. I was at one point they had
Matt Vandergriff.
I'm sorry,
Matt Vandergriff.
yes.
He's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Really
Because I know he worked Ground Zero later that night, so he had to drive from there also to the other show.
Like we recently saw him at Destination 6 versus Vintage Dragon, one of my personal favorite, and they tore the house down. Like, so if you got to see him with, those
Good
guys.
to see Vandergriff making his waves around. He's
Wow.
only 21 years old, ladies and gentlemen. He's been
Yeah.
wrestling for about a year. He's already been taking on top-notch competitors.
Yeah, it's the first time I ever seen him and met the guy. Nice person, and again, great worker. These
Yeah,
guys had it all. At one point, they had
He's phenomenal, pun intended.
What the hell was he doing? He did some kind of weird takedown. DeMarco did, and he was facing, like kind of facing the camera, facing this way. And then Danny Limelight comes and tries to give him something from, charging on while he's has the other guy holding in the hole like that. And he puts him into a German, so he's got a double pin going on at the same time.
damn.
Dude, that was freaking amazing. And you had Danny Limelight, who I've been training with, and getting his, perfecting his craft. We were in there and I can't be biased. Got to cut everything down the middle. So as much as I wanted, to be unfair, I had to do it the right way. But no, he tore the house down, and Danny Limelight won the title. So
it
he's
away.
the new Baja Stars cruiserweight title. Congrats to my boy Danny.
Good stuff.
Again, I was a biased official, running down the middle, but he got the clean finish. And then after that, like I said, I went to the Awesome Showdown show, and when
That
I
was
got
phenomenal.
there, I hope Amanda, if you're watching, hope the recovery's good. She got busted open, and
Oh, yeah.
she's got some stitches, some a nice little.
8 or 6, I believe.
I tried to zoom in, I tried to count, I couldn't get the exact count.
Yeah,
So.
it looks rough, right above her eye.
Oh, that was a rough one. I know she was in a lot of pain, but she was a trooper. She finished the show and
She came back in as her Hilda character and maintained the main event.
gave me a glass of milk when she thought I was joking. She's like, "Oh, you really want milk?" I was like, "Yeah, who doesn't drink milk?"
I'm not gonna lie, I was laughing when I was at Super Awesome Show. I'm taking pictures. Hilda has a little thing where she drinks milk and Triple H's it out at people. Some of you have seen her spit milk at people. Then I look over in my corner of my eye and I see Freddie Havoc just drinking a glass. And
Drinking a glass, nice.
Did you
cool
catch
glass
that?
of milk.
Did you catch it in the cup and
I
drink
kept
it?
telling her to give me more milk. I was really thirsty. I
Yeah.
did not want a beer. I just wanted to have a glass of milk.
Yeah, you're working. You need something to keep you going.
Right?
Beer's just gonna slow you down.
And then that show was finished, so I was on my way home, type of deal, trying to get home to get some rest. But then I got a call like, "Hey man, can you come down to Ground Zero? Come check this out." And Human Tornado hit me up for that. So
Oh, okay.
I get there and I just went to go be nosy and check out what was left of the show because they started late. They started their show at 9 p.m. I
Oh,
believe.
wow.
Wow.
Late start.
I could have double dipped.
Yeah. I'm not even sure why they started that late, but hey, that was what was advertised.
Bar wrestling doesn't start till 9 o'clock, where the doors open at like 7:30 or 8.
That's because the bar is trying to make as much money as they can
Usually
from you
Ground
guys.
Zero opens at 7:30 and they start at 8, I believe, and they were way behind this time.
For all that traffic, do you guys have any traffic coming down to San Diego? Oh my God.
We had wide open traffic. I can't say that the last 2 times we've gone down there.
What
it's been
time did you
horrible.
leave?
We left at 5-ish,
Oh my gosh.
5:30. What time did we leave, babe? I don't know. It was
I left around
I think it was
2:30.
asleep.
5:30.
and I barely
think
got
we
there
left
at
at 5:30
Well,
because we knew.
I left at 11 a.m. I was supposed to go down there early.
The first one now, okay.
I wanted to be out there early. I went and got a haircut that morning. I was meeting family. I wanted to go have lunch at my favorite restaurant.
Yes.
Not even my favorite restaurant, just my favorite burger joint from San Diego. So if you're in San Diego and if you've never been, you guys ever gone to, I'm not sure, but there's a place down there called Hodad's.
Yes.
Place is delicious. So if you guys have a chance to go down there, go down there. Tell them Freddie Havoc sent you. I just want to see what they would say when you say that. So just someone,
Who?
But no, I love that place. So I went to go have lunch there. So again, I left at 11. I got there at 2:45.
Almost 4 hours.
That's crazy.
It was
Wow.
it was bad. I was in the car. I started doing like a live feed on Instagram, just like ask me questions, whatever. It got funny at one
No,
point.
you
Somebody,
weren't texting and driving.
no, I
It was
was
broadcasting.
I was
You were
broadcasting. on.
broadcasting and driving.
And somebody asked the question, like, isn't it dangerous to be filming and driving? I was like, yeah, it would be, but guess what?
You're not moving.
Not when you're going 5 miles an hour. It's not that dangerous.
Right.
Bumper to bumper, baby.
So that was pretty good, but yeah, it was a rough drive down there. So I finally make it down there, do everything. I go back to my cousin's house to kind of get some rest before the first show.
Hey, look, my mom's watching. Hi, Mom.
My mom, my phone's dead.
Hi,
so
Mom.
you guys-
Yeah,
Hi,
my
Debbie's
phone
mom.
died. The phone's been dead.
So
So sorry to the fans that are out there. Your
Ask
boy
us
Lance Winners loves you.
I get
Mine's
down
still
there,
alive.
and the first venue is like 2 blocks away from where my cousin lives.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I
perfect.
was like, holy hell, dude. So I fell asleep, took a nap real quick, and then I just drove myself out there that way. Did the first show like a champ, did all the matches,
Mm-hmm.
and then I drove up to the second show, which was the Super Awesome Showdown. That was about a 20-minute drive from where they live.
Okay.
And then a 20-minute drive back down that way to go finish the Ground Zero. And I finished the night just laying on the beach because they were Ground Zero takes place about a few blocks away from the beach.
Literally, yeah.
Literally from the border.
So I just drove down a little bit and I just laid on the beach.
The American Beach?
I'm in American Beach.
Just had to make sure it's that close. You
Yeah,
know?
no,
It
it was,
really
the, it
is.
was the American side, and I was just there.
Did you have your passport just in case, your
No.
green card?
No. No, why would I need my green
Too
card?
safe.
You're right there by the border.
You're ready.
You think I'm like that? kind of
You're ready to catch a lucha show.
That's kind of racist.
No, just
Man, she said if I had my green card.
That's ridiculous. But the views and opinions of Debbie.
ask him if he has passport first.
I don't.
What are you gonna do?
That
Nothing.
picture looks
Make
so
sure
scary.
you're
I have
outside of the
gone-
border.
I have gone to TJ and back with just my birth certificate. I get nothing.
Birth certificate's not bad.
Plus, I haven't. No, I can't say this out loud, but
Yeah, you can. Welcome to Bullyzone. Live.
I may or may not know
Oh,
or be
don't say it.
related to somebody that's in the border
Don't
border
say it.
patrol.
Don't-
You
don't say it.
know.
Oh.
So if I have people I need to smuggle across, I should talk to you.
No, because you won't hesitate to turn us in.
He'll turn you and me and
I
Emma
could have used
family.
you about 5 years ago. Now I don't need you no more.
You know that uncle that we had that's like a dick. Yeah, no. Just joking, joking, cousin, joking.
So the Miz is gonna go down, right?
I think he's going over.
I think the Miz is gonna go over. Yeah, I think Daniel Bryan is just like.
I think he wins. I think
He's-
Bryan wins.
I mean, if Daniel Bryan won that tag team match with Kane and got those tag belts, that would give him some credibility. But he hasn't done much since he got out of his
The Miz should
retirement.
Go back to the Road Rules.
No, the Miz has already sold that show. The Miz has his own show, the Miz and Mrs.
Yes, yes.
That's gonna be
I'm
cute
not
to
a fan
see.
of the Miz.
That's a DUI, sir. Just to let you know.
Yeah, you can't be driving that motorized vehicle.
It's not motorized.
Yeah,
It's
but
safe.
Oh, like.
yeah. So I mean, I go, whether I go to the border or not, I don't have any hassles. At least not yet. Knock on wood. But I'm not trying to tempt it. But went out there, had a good time, laid on the beach. We did there about a good 30 minutes, hearing the waves, clearing my head. Like there's nothing more relaxing than doing something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that was my Saturday. Then I just started driving home, and I realized I was all over the road. I could not stay awake for the life of me. So once I got to the nuclear boobs,
Clear boobs. Which
um,
everybody happened to take a picture
Everybody
of.
takes a
Everybody
picture of those
yesterday
boobies.
took a
if,
picture.
Somebody
if you
passed
don't
by.
take a picture of the boobs,
You know,
it's a cardinal sin.
you
Yeah, how do I know you were there?
How many times can you drive by Dolly and, I
You
mean,
gotta take boobs. It's like the quick.
How many times do you take a picture of it? Exactly. It's not something you see every day.
Yeah.
depending on where you drive. Sometimes you do see
I
them every
don't, but I
day.
don't see boobs every day.
That's
You know,
not
if I
that's
see-
not me.
Really?
You know, yeah. Boobs,
Not
Are you in a box?
boobs
You
are
don't see
amazing.
boobs every day?
not that big.
not
Okay,
and
that
not-
big is a
Boob-
different story.
Boobs of that
and-
magnitude or wow.
And you don't see boobs exposed like that every day.
That's true.
I mean, unless
Those nipples
yeah,
are
just
out there.
Free the nipple movement, ladies and gentlemen.
So-
2018.
Everyone driving by.
Right.
So I mean, I was enjoying it. I was going walking by, like, oh, picture. Oops, hope she didn't get caught. And I mean,
we saw Ruby took a picture of the boobs. We saw that you took a picture of the boobs. So we're like, all right. I told Thomas we're driving by. I'm like, oh, take a picture of the boobs.
My picture was like, obligatory, everyone's doing it. These are the boobs.
Let's get one in there.
yeah, no, it was funny because I'm driving now, so I'm like, what can I post? I'm in traffic still, so I posted my disclaimer, like, hey, please don't report my picture. You know, this is pure comic relief. There's no need to say this is indecent exposure.
It's just some boobs.
Here goes the Miz. He's gonna go down right here. That's
I guess yeah, a reversal coming in.
No, not the Miz.
Get
Like he's
him.
gonna go for a
Get
knee.
him.
He's gonna go for a knee and get reversed.
I really hate those Seahawks colors right now.
Are just glowing.
it. Just because the Raiders aren't gonna go anywhere this season.
What
just-
are you talking about? You have no faith in the Raiders?
I'm just calling the counter where I
I'm
saw.
telling you now, we got
She's a
Chucky.
fan, dude.
We got Chucky back. You know?
She's a
Oh
fan.
no! What did I call that?
They looked really good
Oh,
in
I
game
didn't call
one.
that though.
Yeah.
No, 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 no,
Game
no, no,
two,
no, no, no.
What am I gonna
Stay
say?
on
They
your
didn't
feet,
start any of the
miss.
There you
starters.
go.
And now now we're gonna go to game 3. You know, we'll see how they do in game 3 and game 4.
Cesaro.
Right, bust his
I'll
teeth.
tell you. Oh, what happened, Debs? Oh no, what happened?
That's
Oh!
what happened.
So yeah, no, I think
Look at. Oh my God!
I think the
What
Raiders,
happened?
the Raiders are gonna shock the world.
You think so? I think this is the year for the Raiders.
I wouldn't say the year, but they're gonna go farther than what people expect them to.
They're gonna go farther than the Seahawks.
And
That's good enough.
who's the Seahawks fan?
Nobody.
You know what happened last time someone said they had someone who was going to shock the world? Shockmaster came out and ate crap. So I wouldn't say that about the Raiders.
Hey,
Say something
you know what?
else.
We can say whatever we want about the Raiders because it doesn't matter what.
I was
we
saying,
say.
if history is going to repeat itself,
Exactly.
It's kind of right.
you're going to have...
Super Bowl, and then we're gonna
You guys watch
choke.
football?
Yeah, I'm
Do
a
you
Chargers
remember
fan, so
the 2002
it's been rough.
Super Bowl?
I'm glad you're sitting on that side of
Look
it.
at him. Do you think he remembers
Oh wait,
the
2002 Super Bowl. Where were
2002.
you? How old were you?
Like 7 probably.
I was
Okay,
10.
Who was in the 2002 Super Bowl?
49ers.
I can't tell you that.
No.
Yeah, we know you were around, Freddie.
I don't even know what was happening in 2002. Let's be honest.
Patriots.
No.
Mariah Carey was still on the radio.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Something like this.
Usher,
the,
Ludacris,
The
like,
Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew they were good then. Like.
Huh?
Ooh.
Because it was a very sad day for Raiders.
No, that
Brian
was
with
a
a hard
sad day for me.
roundhouse to
Yes.
the Miz.
Sad day for me was when we all know that was a fucking fumble. Okay? Not-
Cannon was a
not-
sad day for us.
Not Tom Brady all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Recreating
The
Beckham.
tuck rule and all.
Tom
Yeah.
Brady,
Tom Brady.
bleh.
Okay?
All right, Miz, go down. Let's go.
Who's your team?
My
He
team
doesn't have one.
is independent wrestling, okay?
Oh,
I stayed to this. I don't watch football.
My team is.
I don't watch basketball.
My team
I don't
is
watch
Jonathan
soccer. Ask me what my top 3 promotions are.
My
Ask
team
me what
is
my favorite
Jonathan
places in
Allen.
Orange
Top 3
County.
promotions. Putting you on the spot.
My top 3 promotions.
Not in any
Dude.
specific order. I don't
Yeah,
want them in
yeah.
specific order.
No,
order.
no specific order. My top 3 favorite indie promotions. I'd like to throw out bar wrestling because I feel like bar wrestling really does have the atmosphere. I've been going since bar wrestling 6. We're at bar wrestling 16 now. And every show I go, there's always 5 or 10 people that I know holds it down for the wrestlers. If I were to guess my number 2 promotion, it would have to be Destination 6 because that is the farthest I have traveled for wrestling. And it's also the most fruitful when it comes to provisions and meeting people and expanding the horizon of the Bully Zone. Now, if I had to go for a third and final, top indie promotion, you know what I mean? It would have to be. Obviously, it's in the background. Orange County Championship Wrestling right here, baby. They gave Bullyzone the chance. If it wasn't for them, we would never have this opportunity to be on a podcast. We would never be here to have our Bullyzone smack talk. And I'd never have Johnny Boy here to support my back. So
Did you just call me boy?
Wait,
me and Johnny Boy versus.
Call me boy again.
Wait, my question is this. Why'd you say OCCW last?
Because they're the best, right?
Save the best for
You,
last.
you
Oh,
said
that's
you,
what
you said
I was
no.
waiting for that.
I don't see bar wrestling bringing you any hornitos.
No, they have
And
not.
I noticed that
He
you haven't
hasn't
opened
even
it.
opened it
That's
yet.
because this is
Wow.
real alcohol, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good right now. This is almost a 3-hour podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're breaking records here at the Free Admission Media Channel. But yes, Johnny Boy over here, he has given us the opportunity. If it wasn't for John Malice, you guys would have never heard of the Bully Zone. Because before Orange County Championship Wrestling, we have gone through organizations, we've messaged the boards, trying to get our foot in the door, and nobody else had faith in us. Nobody else believed in us. So Orange County Championship Wrestling. So I'll tip my hats out to those guys. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be at Rogue Wrestling. We wouldn't be at Barstow. We wouldn't be in Los Angeles. So thank you guys for keeping the dream alive. Is that what you wanted to hear? Because my number 4th one would have been UEW, but
You never been to UEW.
that would have been
What about
that's an
Amped Up?
honorable mention, as
What
they
about
say.
Amped Up?
Amped Up Wrestling is pretty phenomenal.
Okay.
Never been to 3P yet.
I have one question about Amped Up.
Tell me about Amped Up. Okay, ready? We just talked about OCCW. Now ask me about Amped Up. What's going on, Freddie?
I have no beef.
No, I know. It's just
I just had a random question. I mean, what are they running? Do you guys have heard anything about them running again in where are they from again? What's the area they're trying to? Inglewood.
so Amped Up.
929 in Inglewood.
Yeah, so Amped Up Wrestling.
So are they returning to Inglewood back on September
Yes,
29th?
that's the last I saw was 929 in Inglewood.
Yes, I thought it was the 25th. It's actually the 29th of September. Amped Up Wrestling's 4th show will be returning to Inglewood, California. Now, Amped Up Wrestling is the first Inglewood promotion of wrestling in its kind. It's very unique. It's very vast. And ever since its first show in January, it's been making the runs all across Barstow. It's made its way to Orange County, and now it's making its return back to Inglewood, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a cross promotion between Amped Up Wrestling and Exile Wrestling. So, talents from it's from Ruben Iglesias, Whittier, California. So that's going to be the next show for Amped Up. It's going to be September 29th.
Nope.
Venue
Nope.
still unclear.
Oh, the Miz is gonna
the
tap.
talent's gonna be there,
Come on,
phenomenal.
Miz.
So,
It's such a good match. It's like long. I didn't even
Tap. Oh, come on.
well, you
I
see,
was gonna
Brian,
grab the rope.
Brian and the Miz have this rivalry that's been going on for years since
Oh, yeah.
even before Danielson put into retirement. Ever since Danielson was first introduced through NXT, you know, Miz was his mentor. Miz was the one that said, "I'm the experienced one showing you the ropes," and he just never got the respect from Brian. And years and years later, and they both have a child, settling this beef.
Wait, they have a child together?
Not together, but they both have a daughter, which is interesting in 18 years to see if this feud will still survive the test of time.
Why is it gonna last 18 years? They can
Of
start
course.
matching at like 16.
They could, but with WWE want it. They wanted Nicholas there, but he was only 18, unfortunately.
Oh, they could be at OCCW at like 15.
Orange County Championship Wrestling does accept wrestlers as young
So
as
we
the age
just-
of
so
15
we just
years
saw
with parent
Maurice.
consent.
Like 12.
We saw Maurice hand something in his hand.
I didn't see nothing. I saw Baby Monroe in her little cart.
Is that brass knuckles?
I don't know what you
That
saw.
would be Knuckles.
Man, you knocked out Maurice when he did that.
Just whoop. Here it is. Pop them.
Oh!
I don't see
Oh,
anything
what
though.
did she just put in her boob?
Can I tell you guys something?
Wait.
It's like a 8-letter word, speculation.
No, there's one.
You know what I mean? Hey, and that's how you do it in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen.
Miz, yeah.
Wait.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, The Miz has taken care of Daniel Bryan.
Taking care of business.
Taking care of business. Let's end on a high note.
That's right.
All the time. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys can catch us here. We're going to be having the rest of our viewing party. We are logging out of Facebook. We have been live for how long now, Robert?
3 hours.
Hey, I know how long. You know how long? How long is a yard of string?
2 hours and 46 minutes long to unravel if you're a
No.
9-month cat.
No. Too fucking long.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We've been on for too long. Thank you guys for following us. It's your boy Lance Winners, baby. We're going to go enjoy the rest of SummerSlam.
August 25th.
Helmet, I'm gonna kick
your ass, Helmet.
Heard it here first. I'm Austin Largo. Everyone sign out.
Bullyzone out. Let's drink. Woo!
Party up in here. Who's got an iPhone charger?
In the car.
No,
You cut us?